I don't need to send you messages. You're Gaffy. You're 12.
You're the pretty Disney boy. You got this. That's what it means.
I don't need this explanation. Mansplation.
And we are live!
We are live!
Hello!
Hi, welcome to the shit show.
Well, that too.
Well, no, because Firil isn't here.
No.
I'm here.
That is true.
That is true.
The shit.
Hi!
If you ever feel the need to send me messages, you have to give me a message.
I don't need to send you a message.
We already established that. Okay. No, for real though. Welcome to episode 22 of the Kestrels. This episode is titled Broken. And it is the season premiere of season 3! Yeah! We're so excited. I think so is Ria and I. So much echo, she says.
Oh no.
So I think we have to turn down either Rick's mic or turn off one.
I think
Sound test.
It's Valeth. It's Valeth. It's just Valeth. Let's see. Being Valeth. I don't know. Please let us know how this is. Rick wrote Valeth to me. Oh, yeah. It's Valeth. So, yeah.
Rabbit.
But this is why we started a few minutes early, just so we could get the audio thing out of the way.
Yeah.
Before we start the release. Let us know how it sounds. Oh, I'm not. Whoa, that's my pencil. Oh, did you pass me? Yes. Here you go. Here's your pencil. All right. I'm so glad we have you here to do the sound check with us.
Yeah, she's our distant tech crew.
Yes. And promoter, apparently.
She's offside tech crew.
Yes,
Offside
offside
tech crew. Yeah.
So many titles.
Gotta have the mobile.
And if the audio is echoey, we'll just have to turn off one of the mics.
Yeah.
Probably. All right. We have some pre-game announcement that we're going to do, but we're going to wait to do that until we get the okay from Liana that the audio is better. Just so we don't have to repeat ourselves several times, because that would be a waste of time.
Yep. Shut up, Cash.
It's kind of low here, but less echo than before. I think we should just turn off one of the mics then, because it's going to be murder.
For some reason, this looks like it's picking up more
Yeah.
than yours.
Well, it's probably more sensitive.
Yeah.
And also it's probably because the filter is turned, or
It's turned away.
What if I turn it even more away? Shouldn't we put that like here? So
Yeah.
I'm just gonna do this. So, Liana, could you give us some feedback now?
But if you turn it that way, we're going to be heard less. We need to put it more to the center of the table.
Yeah, I've turned that one off.
Oh, you've turned that one off. Okay.
And turned that one up. So,
Yeah.
if Tonya can talk a little bit.
Yeah.
So yesterday I went into the forest and met the moose. And the moose said, "Hey, what's up?"
I need to meet this mystery moose.
You now have a new character.
Now it's
much
better.
better.
Okay.
Excellent.
Is the audio quality good? I hope it is. I'll just turn this off.
Really good from your side.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's good at least. Just means, I guess, that Tonya is going to have to be outspoken today.
That'll be a problem.
Oh, that changed the sound when Tonya moved it, Lutrajum says. I don't know what that means, but
I moved
is
it.
it good
or
bad? Yeah.
But it also
No,
got
it's
turned
basically
off.
It's good.
It's changed when I turned it off.
Yeah, basically that's what
So it
happened.
was two things happening simultaneously.
Yeah.
I moved and she turned it off.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So we're only using the camera mic.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's hope the sound's good.
Yes, I hope the sound quality will be okay.
Because I
Great.
would
If
hate-
it's too loud.
I would
Okay,
hate
I'm gonna
Yeah.
knock it a little bit down so that we'll have less.
Yeah, because it's the worst when it, has that crackle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I
the
would,
worst.
I would really hate for me having to shout all night. But we'll try. I'll just try to be really loud and clear, and no
think we can-
whispering, and no blustery voice, just theater voice.
Okay, the laughter is loud and it's a bit distorted but audible. Okay, that's the same issue we've had with one of our previous audio recordings, and it is a bitch to edit.
Yeah.
We should probably use that.
I've turned it down now.
Yeah.
So
No, I don't think we should be using the webcam mic at all. I think we should be using the studio microphone and just move Rick closer to the table.
Yeah, and move that perhaps a little bit.
Yeah,
closer
I think
to-
so because it's the worst to edit.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna
Cause
switch
there.
this off. No.
That's Magic Mike.
and
And I'm gonna knock the sound right up.
To the top.
Rick needs to talk to see if we can hear
Yeah.
him too.
If we stay quiet, Rick, tell us a tale.
Toast. I like toast.
It registers, but it doesn't register very loud.
so
No.
You should be closer.
yeah, and
put-
Rick,
Hang on.
He's gonna need help.
move the table.
I'm covered in tech.
It's been a while since we did this, guys. I hope you hope you're all fine with waiting a little bit until we start. It's only 4 minutes in anyway, so it's fine.
Yeah, and anyone who listens to the podcast won't hear this.
No, they won't. It'll all be cut out.
Anyway, just wait until I sit down, then we can adjust it.
Yeah, there's no point in adjusting the camera before you actually sit.
For example.
I just need to move this so that
Yeah.
we can fit the table
Mhm.
closer.
Mm.
There we go.
That's good.
Yeah, that'll work, I think.
Just move your background.
Oh, closing in.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Yep, that should be fine.
You sit down.
Yes.
Sit down, Rick.
Sit down, Rick.
I don't wanna. Don't tell me what to do.
Without touching the camera.
There we go.
Perfect.
Very much so.
What can I say?
Except you're welcome.
Okay.
Okay.
I think that's pretty good. I think Rick also may have knocked the camera a little bit.
Well, it's fine.
No,
Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
No.
All right.
You know, I remember the initial episodes. We actually used to duct tape it to the floor.
That was because the cats weren't used to it and they went on attacking it.
That's true. Yeah, the cats were more assholes by it. It's
really
just been
silent, but better. She
Why
says.
don't you check
I'll
on
just
the pizza?
turn it up as much as possible.
Yes.
How is this? Is it good? Is it better?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Papa,
Hello?
can you hear me?
Is it me?
Looking for.
Is there any difference in its position?
This side does not take up audio. This is the only side that
So maybe that
actually
should be
captures.
up?
Yes.
Maybe that will help.
Then
This is
I'm
like
not
that.
sure if
It's
they can.
directional.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Do I have to shout?
Shout.
Oh, that changed it instantly.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
So it's probably a lot better now.
What about me? Over here.
It's picking you up.
It's me.
Better.
Yes, sounds better. Awesome.
Excellent. Good
Thank
sound.
you so much for helping us
Thank
with this.
you.
Yes, you guys are angels. Good sound. Yes. Awesome. All right. Now we're officially ready to begin. So welcome to episode 22, Broken. And I don't know, do you have anything you want to say before I start with our announcements?
Nope.
No? Okay. So, yes, announcement time. We have been working on a secret project for a little while now. It's not completely finished, but soon will be, and that is an official website for Fateful Fumble. So, if you go to fatefulfumble.com,
Not right now.
no, you can. It's
Yeah,
live. You
it's
can
live.
visit, but yeah, I mean, you can do it after the show, for example.
Be patient.
Yes. Or if you have several screens. Anyway, you can go to fatefulfumble.com and you will find information about our shows and us and how to get in contact with us, or if you want to book us, or, you know, fun stuff like that in character bios. You know, basically frequently asked questions will be answered. The only part of the page that is like almost done is the Kestrels Dragon Age part, but we will be working on filling in more info about Dungeons and Dragons and Vampire the Masquerade as we go. So it's very much a work in progress, but we have an official website. Woo! Very cool. Yeah, super stoked.
Yes.
Yes. The other one is that we have new designs in our merch shop. So if you go to teespring.com and just search for Fateful Fumble, you'll find our store. We have a super cool Fateful Fumble hoodie out now, and you can get it as a t-shirt or a tote bag as well.
I'm getting the hoodie.
Yes,
Oh,
it's
me too.
so cool. It's so cool.
What is?
And also, I mean, all of the proceeds go to helping us build our podcasts and the channel and stuff. So, you know, if you want to support us, pay a visit. If not, you could visit our coffee and, you know, just throw in a few bucks there, because that's also coffee, Fateful Fumble. You'll find it. It's easy. And the last thing I wanted to mention is that we're at over 800 downloads of our podcasts, which is super cool.
So there was 600 around a week ago.
Yes. So something happened. But as soon as we hit 1,000 downloads, we will be hosting a giveaway. So we will be giving away either a hoodie or any item, I guess, of your choice from the web shop, depending on what you prefer.
If you want, you can have my cat.
No, no, you cannot. The cat is not in the web shop.
Not yet. It will be.
It can be like a
What?
plushy version of your cat.
Forgot.
Aww. So yeah, Ryuda says the website looks amazing. Thank you.
Thank you.
We worked really hard on it.
Well, Anita and Orla did a lot of work.
Yes,
It needs to be said.
and amazing.
Thank you. Anyway, so yeah, support us by buying our merch or by visiting coffee, or spreading the word about the podcasts.
Yes,
Because we just appreciate that so much. Thank you guys. So yeah, that was pretty much all the announcements I had, and I'm going to give the word to our eminent game master Rick.
I've forgotten how to RP. Is it RP and G?
So he's going to be telling us a little bit about the season, what plans we have for like how the story thing is going to happen.
No.
There you go.
I'm not saying anything. I've received a lot of death threats. That if I stopped here now, I would find more than just a horse's head in my bed. Someone said that they would clone my cat and then make two of them. That was.
I
cool.
sleep in that bed too. Please don't put strange things in my bed.
Yeah, there's enough strange things in my bed.
This is a family show, you guys.
Move on.
I meant like Ingrid is strange in.
Yeah.
This is a family.
See, I got
I'm
up to
sorry.
that.
This is a family show. Since fucking when?
Yeah. Since when? Never has been.
Only for grown-up families.
I believe we started well with Ness impaling a Tevinter up the bum.
Yeah. No,
Go
down the throat.
Sorry.
Deep throat.
It did also blow a guy's brains out on the first episode. So.
What?
Yeah. With
Yeah.
with Arcane Lance. He was really up close, and I just shot it through his head, and the back of his head went.
Yeah, that's not what
Can't
I.
do that in a video game.
That's not even what I thought when you said I just blow the guy's head.
I just sneak up on people and stab them. I don't blow people's brains out.
Yeah.
Anyway, this season, which is not the last season,
That's good.
that's what I'm driving at. I'm not allowed to end it this season. So, yeah, this one really left on a bad point last time. You have to go and watch the last 5 minutes where son of a threatened to kill me. Everyone threatening to kill me. It's not fair.
Sorry, that's just my personality.
Yeah. But despite what many people may expect, this is not my personality. Jesus Christ. Said every serial killer ever. We're gonna actually rejoin Gaffy for this first episode. Back in the remains of Equine House, trashed, leveled, looted, and covered in bodies of anyone they left behind. Now, the search that you did between that last episode and this one, Gaffy probably doesn't really remember much about it. The whole day has been a whirlwind of unbelievable situations. The whole thing, the whole fact that Valeth and Firil, Thann, they're gone, and you have no control over what's happened to them. It seems unreal. Only 7 of the original, some 44 or 50 men and women that went with you on that mission returned. You don't know where the others are, or if they're dead. You don't know the fate of Valeth, or Firil, or Thann. You don't know if they're dead. What you do know is that whoever has done this, your enemies, they've outmaneuvered you hard. Equine House is a mess. The body of DuPont, your butler, is still lying. It's been maneuvered slightly so it's a bit more respectful, but it looks like he'd been killed by a stroke of a broadsword. It's not pretty. On the offshot, no one's been able to find the remains or any sign of the apothecary or Leclerc. One clear sign is that whatever happened, Leclerc seems to have made off with all of her alcohol. So there's that. She wouldn't have left it behind. Upstairs, near where the apothecary's lab is, in fact, you see 2 crumped up bodies of Red Templars that have been just left behind. When they attacked, they obviously weren't bothered about leaving anything behind, which is probably on purpose as well, as when inspecting the remains of the Red Templars, you notice that those corpses have started to take root. The crystals in their bodies have started to become one with the walls, and fresh crystals have started growing out of them. This corruption is worse than you've ever seen it. So too, there is no sign of Kaida. She's disappeared. Even Adrian seems to have scarpered. However, there are a number of helping hands and other members who were too sick or too wounded to help fight that have been killed in their beds. Downstairs, as I said last time, Maddox Lovelace, your prisoner in the cell that was downstairs, has strangely hung himself, which seems very at odds to his survivalist nature. You make a knows what was told to him to make him do such a thing. And finally, the Carter have scarpered, leaving several barrels of lyrium. So it looks like they made off to save their own skins, which may well come back to haunt them. Keth, who is currently sitting in his chair in full plate mail, he hasn't changed or anything. He's barking orders to some of the other remaining men you have. There's about 4 Templars that joined you, and about 3 Red Wardens. The difference being their armour is slightly differently made up. The designs of the Red Wardens have gone for seem more fitting to more like a Grey Warden, but instead of the griffin, it's more of a cup sign with a teardrop of red. I need to sneeze. Hey, thank you. Oh gosh, that one kicked my soul.
I love you.
Kicked my soul in the bum.
Now get to the roleplay stuff, please.
Tonya is dying over
No,
there.
more exposition. You are essentially standing right in front of Kat. What do you want to do?
Well, Gaffy is going to walk around, take in all the scenes without speaking any words, hardly showing any emotion, just walking around, observing, taking it in. And when he sees Cass, it stares him dead in the eye, waiting for him to, respond or whatever.
Keth is thumbing something that's something small around the chain around his neck. Just thumbing it with his fingers, looking very thoughtful, frowning. Eventually, what? Eventually, he looks up and looks you in the eyes. He doesn't look. He looks sad, but he doesn't look panicky. He hasn't got that hammering heartbeat that you may have. We're gonna need to leave soon. They're gonna come back. They must know we're gonna come back here soon. We should probably get food, water, weapons, anything we can carry. Where are we gonna go? That's a good question. I'm gonna go and dispose of any of the remaining documents in the office. Okay.
How can you be so calm?
Not sure.
Tell me.
Oh, you want to know my secret?
I want you to do something. I want you to yell at me something. I did something wrong, and I'm not sure how to cope with it. I don't know. I want to smash things. I want to help. I want to kill stuff. I'm mad at myself.
You know,
At them.
you are just like your father. He stands up, stretches out a bit.
Gaffy is visibly trembling with rage.
Aww. This is a hug moment.
Little baby.
This is definitely a hug moment. Keth puts his arm around, or tries to put his arm around.
Gaffy pushes him hard away.
Oof.
Like smacks him down into the chair or something. He's mad.
Yeah, when you do that, he doesn't seem to fight back. In fact, Keth falls back into the chair so hard it sounds like someone's bundled up a lot of frying pans and thrown it down the stairs. He's wearing full plate mail. It's not quiet. Everyone in the room kind of turns around to look at Keth, who's like flat in the chair, like, ow.
Hey, Gaffy still holds his intense stare at Gaff.
Not a hugging moment then, no? Okay. Well, how about this then? If you'd stay behind, you wouldn't be here to help me now. So now you're an asset. So stop acting like a 12-year-old child and start being useful. You can be 12 later.
He just frowns and turns and starts picking things up and throwing them through the windows and just trashing the place.
Yeah, that's not...
I mean, it's Nessa's son you're talking to. Like, you're not gonna get anywhere.
Like, as you pick up something, someone's like, "Oh, we could use that." Smash. that was mine. It's okay. I'll just go out and get it.
I mean, he's not seeing clearly at all. He's a mess.
Poor baby.
His rage is really reaching a peak where he can turn into whatever.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna, for the sake of the podcast, do this in one go.
Yeah, just unwrap everything. Then we won't have to do.
Can I have one? Can I have the yum?
Pause for snacks. Pause for snacks.
Pause for snacks.
Doing this.
Yes.
There we go. And I'm just
Come
gonna
on.
open this while we're at it.
Just
For
freaking
future
twist.
references, ban anything that has, little wrappers on them.
Wrappers on them.
There
Yes.
we go. I'm ready.
I have actually
I am
done
ready.
one podcast, and the
There we
worst
go.
thing in the podcast is when you hear that you can see that little line, and you're like, you just know someone's eating fucking crisps.
Yes.
You know, it's like crunch, 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 crunch.
Most
and
likely
then,
me.
then it gets really emotional and crunch, crunch. Darn!
Yes. It is
Or,
the worst.
Like the first episodes, we always had the crisps right underneath the microphone.
Guilty.
Move them away. Alright,
I'm just gonna.
Yes.
we're ready.
Yes, we're ready. Moving on.
Oh well, I guess.
Is there a knock on the door?
No, I have physical Tourette's. No, I can't do that. Yes, there is a knock on the door.
Okay, I guess just needing to get away from the room, he goes over to the door and, you know, what?
Okay, what you see? Should I describe what you
Mhm.
see? He
Go for it.
All right, what you see is a sweaty, huge woman. Not huge, but she's like really tall.
Okay.
Almost.
How many Isilds are we talking?
Not Isil.
You have to go by measurements of Isil. Is it a
Alright.
0.9 Isil? Or is it like 1.1?
She's 3/4 of an Isil.
3/4 of Isil. That's pretty damn tall.
All right, you see a tall woman. She is. You can see that she has clearly been into battle. She has a long braid, black hair, curls. She has a gash on her cheek, bleeding, and she is panting. She looks about around like 30-ish.
Okay, well,
Full plate armor.
while holding onto his silverite sword, looking what's it called?
Warily?
Warily.
Yeah, you had it right.
Yeah. He just, who are you?
I've been told to come here by. Wait a minute. All right.
She's clearly out of breath.
Yeah. Valeth. Is there any Valeth here?
Are you trying to be funny?
No. Not at all. I'm looking for a Valeth.
Why?
I'm sorry. My name is Adelina. I work for House Trevelyan. I've been sent here by Esme to ask for a Valeth. I'm in need of aid.
For what exactly? What is your purpose for this aid? I'm
Like-
not in a mood
Get-
for
Get the
going
pills behind
around the cattle.
you.
Get
Behind.
straight to the point. Why do you need Valeth?
Really, no one in this room wants to answer that door.
Nope.
I just trying to deliver the milk.
Valeth is the leader of the Inquisition, right? Isn't she?
Yeah, and
Well, actually.
no matter.
Yes. Do I see Keth? Does Keth say anything?
Well,
He's not in the room.
No, he's in the room. He's
Keth is,
in the chair.
just get back to the sec. Keth is actually standing right behind Gaffy, and he's like this.
You do know whose house this is, right?
Yes, we live here. Yeah, you best come in. Gaffy, let the nice woman in. Come on now.
He tentatively he steps back.
Is it one of those like over gestures? Oh please, come the fuck in.
Yeah, yeah, like
The place is
Yeah,
a bit
yeah.
messy, but
yeah, he's like really getting into his teenage mode. So he's like,
Join the freaking party.
yeah.
You're so growing into your father. It's great you're becoming like mini edgelord.
Well, come on right in then.
The place is looking not very so fit for guests. It looks like they've had their own troubles.
They've been here too.
Who? What?
The Venatori. Haven't they?
The Vena what now?
The Venatori.
Wait, hold on. Keth disappears into the back room, which looks like an office, from what you can tell, like a big desk,
Who's
lots
the
of papers on
Venatori?
the floors. You actually might know.
You do know that if you're.
Yeah,
Do I?
yeah.
Okay.
Actually, roll law.
Lord.
See,
Lord.
Jesus, Mary Joseph, Anita. Yeah.
New dice.
New dice for this. So
Just-
yeah,
Lore?
no one is.
What historical what? What lore? Just what?
Yeah,
Right,
religion.
Huh?
Religion.
I do not have it, but that's 14 plus 4, so 18?
18? Yeah, the Venatori are a fundamentalist organisation hidden in Tevinter. You know them because your father-in-law. No, not your father-in-law. Your
Uncle?
uncle. Yes, quite. Your uncle Grimaldi spoke of them often, as they were basically referred to them as dangerous idiots.
Yeah, well, Those fucking bastards! I'm going to murder every single one of them.
Okay.
Blood will flow. And he storms off into the garden.
Are we all imagining this with like a squeaky teenage boy's voice?
He's basically like.
He's Kylo Ren.
I was gonna say like Russian Yuri from Yuri on Ice.
Yeah, that's true.
Very Russian Yuri.
That.
Yes.
I was just thinking of the guy from Hero Academia.
Yeah, Bakugo.
Mm.
That too. They're all blonde.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Gaffy is too.
I know, exactly. They're all blonde.
So angry, he's bleached his own hair.
Okay. Yep. What do you do?
I'm just standing there. It's me who's there with you guys. I'm just like,
What's going on?
Kath closes the door after coming back in with a piece of paper. Yes, the Venatori were operating with the Red Templars.
yeah.
We were worried about this connection, but they've never really surfaced in Ostwick until now.
Oh, they have surfaced all right. They attacked Lady Esme. I just managed to save her and get everyone off, and she told me to get down here right now and find Valeth and talk to the Inquisition as well.
Valeth has been captured.
What?
Yes. With a couple of others of the heads of our organisation. It was a very, very well planned trap. We got outmaneuvered. More or less.
Well, the plan is much bigger than just the Inquisition. They have that there are Red Templars currently trying to. I think they have surrounded the tower.
Vaxhold.
Yeah.
They blocked the causeway.
Yeah. And the Venatori, it must be as you say. They must be working together.
And I was having such a good day.
Doesn't look like it.
Okay. Everybody, we're leaving. 5 minutes.
To where?
Doesn't matter, as long as we're not here.
At that point, you hear a voice coming from the cellar, like, "Excuse me."
You hear the sound of just swords being drawn upstairs.
You see, like, what you see is a dwarven head, like, in a big hood, but with a few strands of, like, red hair poking out, or strawberry blonde. So it's a dwarf. It looks like a Carta dwarf, and she just pokes her head out and, like, "I think I missed the party, but have you guys seen the other Carta dwarfs, like, before you leave?"
No, they were gone when we got here.
Damn it. I was supposed to pick up a shipment and stuff. Never mind. I was told that I could find Firil here. Have you guys seen her?
Oh, Maker's breath. No, there is no Valeth here. She's been kidnapped, and there is no Firil here, and there is no what was the horned-headed one called?
The horned-headed one?
Thann.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Are you guys saying that you have Carta dwarfs in your basement? Does Lady Esme know this?
Oh, it's the world's worst kept secret, really. I'm fairly certain she does know, but she doesn't care.
I would have to report that. You know that, right?
At this point, I'm really putting it low on my whole priority list. You should too.
Yeah, true.
Report whatever you want. I mean, our base of operations is blown now, so we're gonna have to move anyway, so I don't really, it's fine. But no Firil, you say. So, has Firil been captured with this Valeth and this horny guy that you talked about?
Thann has never shown any sexual attraction to anyone. Yet. Yes.
He's the most and least horny
Yes, I know.
simultaneously.
Yes, they're
We're
Firil is not
horrible
here.
people.
Can't you tell? It's far too quiet.
Uh-huh. Yeah, Firil has a tendency to, keep things not quiet. I get what you mean.
You know her directly?
Yeah, sort of. I mean, she has a cousin in the Carta, That's not me, that's Bogart, but I'm related to Bogart, you know? So he said, you know, if you're ever in Ostwick, swing by, you know, Equine House and say hi to Firil for me. I had a message and everything. And now she's not here, and the shipment I was supposed to get is not here, and I'm going to be in so much trouble when I get back to Orzammar, you won't believe. Can I come with you guys just for now? Maybe the Carta guys will find you later.
Well, you're either the most cunning spy I have ever met, or you're just as dumb as we are.
I would say 50-50.
It's so cute. Adorbs.
I love her.
Gaffy! Gaffy!
He slams open the door from the kitchen and what?
We're leaving now.
Oh,
No.
he's the noisy one. I thought I
We
heard
are
someone.
not leaving until I've buried DuPont.
Well, I'd recommend
What's
getting a
dead?
spade.
Yeah, he's been sliced open. He's dead, and I'm going nowhere until I've buried him. If you try to stop me, I'll bury you too.
Hey, I'm good at digging and stuff, so I'll help. If it'll make it
I
faster.
appreciate the help. You're the only one who's even suggested helping me. You're very welcome to join me.
Hey, calm down. We'll fix this. You know, where's the body?
Here?
Excuse
Alright.
me, Miss Dwarf.
Yeah.
I suggest you to stay inside. You don't know this man. And we clearly do. And this is a place of respect, which you are
How do
not
you know
showing
him?
right now.
I
Even
just
the dwarf is showing more respect than any right now.
I just
Please
offered to help you
join me.
bury him. That's all. If you don't want me to help, that's fine. I can sit here and wait. I
You're
don't need to do
helping.
anything.
You're helping.
I've known Rip DuPont for many years.
Then you're helping too.
I am.
So, Ryura just said, God damn it, she's too pure. She's close to beating Luna right now. And Nosrath says, adorable. It's adorable.
Very nice.
Fantastic.
So let's bury DuPont.
Yeah, so did you want my help or not? I'm kind of confused.
You're staying inside.
You're helping.
No.
Final.
Well,
No.
Don't make up your
We
minds. I can wait.
are getting help to dig because we are leaving soon, so dig fast we must.
Okay, Yoda.
Hey, you guy, the shiny guy in the tin can. Do you have anything to say about this? Is anyone in charge here? It doesn't seem like it is.
Oh no, I'm not in charge. He is.
The 12-year-old is in charge?
He's pretty decent.
Yeah, he's a big boy. Sure.
Oh, I can't tell whether this does this migraine belong to Keth or me? I can't tell. I think we're sharing right now.
Oh, whatever. I'll just pick something, look up for something that looks like a shovel. No, wait, she has a collapsible shovel in her backpack. She will take that out, and then
course
she'll
she
go
does.
and help dig.
Because if there's one thing a dwarf can do, it's dig.
Yes, clearly.
Clearly.
If you have words for DuPont, I'm sure he would appreciate it, since you know him more than us.
He would appreciate a lot more lesser fuss than what she is bringing, but yeah.
She's helping to dig.
Well, I mean, there is a cemetery up yonder. You could just bring him there. You don't have to bury him in the garden.
We are
Just saying.
burying him here.
Okay.
Very well.
Pick a spot. I'll dig. End of story.
I know a spot. Geth goes to the kitchen. DuPont's body at this point has been covered, I gather.
Yeah, I'm slurping.
I love the hand actions. It's good. That's exactly what you do.
Good for the podcast.
Yeah, well, I'm cradling him like
Yeah.
he was a baby.
Oh, he was pretty small. The procession goes out into the garden. It's getting dark outside as you dig a hole. Keth suggests digging the hole by the tree, the only tree in the garden area. The earth is pretty dry. It takes a while. It takes about a good half hour. before the hole's deep enough, you think? And you get to place the remains of DuPont into the hole. Coming out, you have a big mound of earth on the right. And you're all caught silent in that semicircle around the grave. High five.
Can I just do pit? And it goes much faster.
Do pit?
The
I
pit's
have
the
a
spell.
spell
Oh,
called pit. I can dig a pit in like
well,
save us the
I do
time.
like that.
alright, sure.
Because I just thought of it.
Thought of the pit?
Yeah.
do it.
So shovel
So
was
the
not
pit's adjustable.
necessary.
Yeah.
But pit, yeah, pit.
Do you wait until the dwarf tries to start digging, or?
Please do.
Yeah.
I would like, I mean, out of character, I would like her to start digging, and then Gaffy remembers he has this spell, he casts it, but he misjudges it, and she falls in.
Yeah.
This is what I would like to see happen.
Just hear this sound. Well, I'm feeling more at home. Kind of. All my nightmares rolled into one. Cool. So you managed to make the appropriate grave size in like 5 minutes. Pretty damn quick. And then in awkward silence, you're left standing there. Actually, as you have been standing there, the other 7 have turned up, and you're like a small congregation around the open hole with the shawl-covered remains of DuPont.
DuPont, I just want to say, even though I did a lot of pranks on you together with Firil, we really, really appreciated your company, your cooking, your taking care of us, scolding us. You will be sorely missed in this house, in this company.
Adelina will just take her arm around Gaffy just in silence, and she will start crying.
Gaffy looks kind of uncomfortable, but pats her on the back.
Oh.
There.
You'll just hear like clank clank on her plate.
Aww.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Ching ching.
Well, I mean,
And I'm sorry for not telling you before.
about the spell?
Yeah.
Oh no, it's cool. I mean, this is an inappropriate time to mention it, but if you ever want a career in the Carta, you come talk to me, okay?
I'll keep it in mind.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Cat
Anyway.
just leans forward and grabs your hood and then pulls it down sharply. No, the other way.
Oh.
Funk. Let's not try and poach the staff, shall we?
Okay. And she winks to Gaffy and like,
One of the Red Templars, sorry, not the Red Templars, the Red Wardens that you're with, starts. It happens to be an elf. His ears twitch. He starts looking around.
What do your elf ears hear?
I'm sorry to break this up, but I think we've got trouble.
Let's be on our way then,
I
or
slam
get
my
ready.
helmet on. Dunk.
Yeah.
That was going so anime until that last bit. Oh, ready for a fight,
That's actually quite accurate anime.
yeah.
It's the chibi moment.
I will ready my bow, my crossbow.
Yep.
And
Yeah, I will do all my stuff to get full defense.
As you go back into the house, you hear an all too familiar voice. I wanted to give you time to bury your dead. Female. On the street, just outside. The whole street seems lit up. And as you look out the window, you notice that there must be around 25, 30 figures out there, all holding torches. And there are various sizes. There's some big ones, some little ones. They're all wearing black hooded cowls but you can see hints of serrated armor underneath. These aren't Red Templars.
Say, I'm whispering this to
Jarvia.
Jarvia. He doesn't remember your name, so he'll just.
You can call me Jay.
He is whispering, and he says, "Dwarf,
Yeah.
is there a secret passage in the cellar?"
Are you kidding? I came up one when I got here. Sorry. But yeah, there totally is.
We're leaving through that exit now.
Yeah. I'll show you. It's fine.
Also, Ryodai says, "No flirting with Gaffy. We know he's attracted to older girls."
What?
Don't try and deny it. We all know the truth. Actually, what is the truth? I've lost.
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
he's like 4 and she's 13.
soon to 13.
Well,
But yeah, Gaffy is motioning for everyone to
Shut up,
go through the
Cash.
tunnels
Cool.
immediately.
You hear the familiar voice of Arya Hark Morgan, the Red Swordsman, again.
Yeah,
Who's
and
doing those?
he's doing his best to keep his rage in check, to not
Mhm.
burst out there attacking her, because he knows that would be suicide. But he is on fire inside.
Your little mage friend, I just wanted you to know that I actually spared her. I made her tranquil. So she's very safe now. I might actually be considered to hand her back to you if you beg. Keth is frozen. Just stopped in his stride.
Gaffy is holding firmly on his back.
Mm-hmm.
It's a trap. Do not fall for it. She wants us all dead, so we cannot save them.
He looks down at you and smiles in a almost disturbingly kind of confidence. His left hand is up holding this trinket around his neck. It's like a necklace. It's okay. I know she's lying. I can just tell. We should probably just keep moving now.
Yes. Everyone as quiet as they can.
All right. Follow me.
Hey, could you roll a stealth roll?
No problem. Lutra
Crash,
says,
bang,
I
roll
hope
up."
someone bad gets shanked. I'm gonna roll a stealth too, just cause.
15.
Ooh, 5, 7, 8,
Gaffy is going to fall on his face, I'm sure.
16.
Cool.
No doubles though.
I got a double.
As you're making your way down the stairs, the main door, starts getting hammered. It's not just getting hammered like by normal hands either. You see the door crack and shift, and this gigantic
We see it?
mutated. Yes, you see it as you're going down the stairs. This gigantic. What's up with that? I don't know
How
that.
can we see it?
Because you're going down the stairs.
Yeah?
And going down the stairs, actually, you see a sign of your front door as you're going down.
I thought we were down.
No, not
We're
yet.
on our
I'm
way.
saying as this is going on.
How did we get upstairs?
We were upstairs.
We were on the landing. You weren't in the basement yet.
We're on the ground floor,
Yeah.
and then we're heading down into the basement now.
Yeah, so
Yes.
it's from that.
So from the door leading down to the basement, you catch a glimpse of the front door.
Okay.
Interesting tidbit. If you come from England, the first floor is the ground floor. If you come from Norway, there is no such thing as the ground floor. Or the sanctity among cats.
Yeah.
I'm making sure that I am the last one to go down because
Cool.
I'm stronger than the other
Gaffy's
people.
staying also in the back.
I love your pseudo kind of like meta attitude. I'm gonna let them go down because I'm awesome. I'm the strongest here.
I am.
Well,
it's true.
love it. It's
She's not wrong.
Cat's got a stat line.
I'm bigger. How tall is Kev?
You know what? I'm not falling for this. I am not falling for this. But there will be an arm wrestling match later.
Okay.
Um,
I'm game.
I'm
do we
pretty
really have
sure
time for
that-
this?
I'm pretty sure Gaffy would be stronger if.
if you use magic,
Yeah.
If he cheated.
What cat?
It's not cheated if it's allowed.
you might have.
Thank
You want to go and check on him? Might be.
No,
allowed.
he's pooped.
So he's going poop crazy.
He's poop crazy.
Poop
Alright.
crazy cats.
Oh well.
It's either snuffling pugs or poop crazy cats.
Okay, on the top of the stairs, seeing
As
that
you're walking
fountain.
down the stairs, the front door of Equine House is being obliterated by a rather large fist. You actually recognise this this mutated behemoth that comes crashing through the giant double doors that you've become so accustomed to as home.
Desmond.
No, Desmond's smaller. This is the beast that fought Thann.
Oh, it's Albright. It's the dad from, who lost his little girl, who became a brood mother. It's that one.
It's that guy. Even as he comes in, you see this shrunken head amidst this gigantic, muscular, mutated frame, just drooling with these blank, greyed out, bloodshot eyes, blubbering out, "Baby, baby." Comes stomping in the room, sniffing the air with this half missing nose.
Yeah, totally family friendly.
Yeah. Can I do because the front door leads to the doors heading into the main room, right? So in the main room, just by the door, I will do pit as big as I can.
Cool, do it. I mean, you'll fall into the basement, but which is
You
where you're
sure?
heading. Well, that's what's underneath. Yeah.
Okay. Well, then I would do it, obviously.
Obviously. Nope, too late. You said it. It's called. No, that's fine. Go ahead.
What?
You don't have to do it.
Okay.
Can I try to just barricade the door? Is there anything I can drag in front of the door when so it makes it harder?
There's no door to be barricaded.
Okay.
You're already going down the stairs.
Okay.
But you are being pursued. So you all race down the stairs.
Yeah, I'm
Come on,
telling
get through. I have to close it on the way out.
everyone, hurry.
Hurry.
Our lives are depending on swiftness.
Speaking of which, would you mind rolling for a nice Anita. I love Facebook messages, they're great. But would you mind rolling a running roll, please? Constitution.
Everyone?
I'm in the basement already. I'm holding the trap door open for you guys so you can get through.
Open that trap
14.
door. Oh shit.
This is gonna be really shitty. It's just 12.
Clank, bash, clank, clank,
Only
clank,
12.
clank, clank.
It's like,
That's gonna be great on the podcast. Thanks, Angie. Cool.
that's why I did it in a break.
Yeah. So as you guys are going down the stairs, this behemoth comes racing across the room, sweeping its arm out, which seems to elongate as it swings. The claws extend to become like short swords. It takes the entire balustrade, all of the handle rails, that kind of guard anyone from falling down into the stairs. What?
Can I jump? I don't want to get hit by this.
You've already rolled for it. It's too late.
I'm running,
Yeah,
but I'm
run
better
down.
at jumping. So if I can see something coming at me, I will jump, not run. Or do both.
Fair point. I'll allow you to try and jump it,
Thank you.
which essentially is the same ability. Am I not?
No.
No, is it strength?
No,
that's jumping?
it's dexterity.
Jumping is strength.
Strength?
Yeah.
All right,
Is
since
that
you were the
right?
last one, you'll get a good chance to see this. So go on, roll for it.
Yeah.
That's called negotiation, kids.
Ooh, that's a good one. Very good.
21, 23. Vicious! Firil is back! Just kidding!
In
What's
disguise.
what's with the pose? What's
Victory
with the
pose.
pose? You're like,
Pose.
just get my knee up. Just, I'll
Well,
show you.
No, this is
have
how I
a-
sit. I
and
can't
you-
sit normally on the
You
chair.
got wrong pants.
None of us are sitting wrong.
I am.
Well, yes, you're the only one, I think.
Perch, damn it, perch. There's always one in the roleplay group who thinks they're a bird. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so-
there's like all of them except for me.
I'm a cat.
I'm a human.
No, but if anything, if I'm not a bird. If I'm anything other than human, I'm a cat.
I'm an
You're not
existential
allowed
crisis.
to decide yourself what you are.
Well, Rick has said that I'm more of a bunny, but I resent that.
Aww.
Oh look, I'm Anita. I have blue hair. Blue hair, don't care. Blue hair, don't care.
Anyway,
So anyway, the armored giant that is at the back of the room just leapt down the staircase as everyone's trying to go down. So, who was in front of you?
What?
Who was in front of you, do you think?
I think it was me.
Yay! You guys are going to get real close. So would you mind trying to avoid it by rolling a dexterity check yourself?
Just straight dexterity.
Yep, do it.
Double.
Double.
You.
Yo.
12, 15.
Yeah, yeah.
19.
19. So in front of you, there's like 2 other Templars, for example, who get balled over as.
But they're not Templars.
What?
Are they?
Not Red Templar. Well, no, they're ex-Templars. They're agents of the Inquisition.
Wardens.
Yeah.
They have ceased to.
So there are also Red Wardens. They're a separate group.
Ex-Templars and Red Wardens.
Okay. Yes.
But as this big bag of plate mail comes bawling down the stairs, she dives out of the way of a searing scythe. That's a mouthful. You calmly step to one side, almost derisively. Excuse me. And she goes straight past, almost whistling through the air, rattling down the wooden stairs and colliding with the 2 agents of the Inquisition who are just trying to make their way down, creating a big pile up of bodies at the bottom of the floor. What you can hear is like, "Oh, why though?" And all this other.
We're never gonna get out of here now. Move it.
Above, you see, as this is all going on, you see splinters and pieces of wood just falling down from what was once the wooden handle rails above you. You also hear a typical. Just 1 second.
Yeah.
This can be edited out.
Yes.
It
It's
will
work.
be.
Yes.
Will be.
Just not right now. How are the people in the chat doing?
Yeah.
Having a
Okay.
good time?
Lutrigem asks Jarvia of Jarvia's Shank. I don't know what Jarvia's Shank is. Is that a Dragon Age game thing that I've missed out on or forgotten? Or
Something else?
let me know.
It rings a bell, but I can't place it.
No. Because it seemed, I mean, if it is an in-game thing, I'm sorry to disappoint you, I'm not that clever. I did not think to name my character after something in-game. Just made it up.
I feel like my eyes are full of cat hairs.
Aww.
Oh, I hate that feeling.
And
the
sticking to
worst.
everything. So I'm kind of like, ugh.
Mhm.
Get out of there.
Always on call. Sorry about that.
It's fine. Let's continue.
Yes.
All forgiven.
Ah, it's a dagger in Dragon Age 2.
What is it?
Oh yeah, I remember now. Jarvia's Shank
Yeah.
is a dagger. Yeah, it's a weapon.
Maybe it's my weapon.
Well, maybe it is. Wait, wasn't Jarvia a head of Dust Town at one point? She's
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
yeah. It's a common name in Dwarves.
Yeah, it is a
society, though.
dwarvish name.
You might
so.
get missed.
Not
you might,
that Jarvia.
Yeah.
One of
Yeah.
the reasons why
Not-
you left Dust Town, though,
Mm.
headcanon,
Mm.
was that you kept getting mixed up with that Jarvia.
Yeah.
So you're like, I'm gonna have to leave. This is gonna get me in trouble.
She's way older than me.
She's also a bit
Not that old.
she's
Also
twisted
dead.
as well. Awesome. Alright, okay. So you guys are in the basement now, and there's the behemoth is trying to wedge itself down the steps. You're gonna go forward and towards the Carter area. Mm-hmm.
I'm picking up the agents that fell.
Helping them up. And
Yeah.
Yes.
Pick-
Not leaving anyone behind. What kind of morale is that?
Survivalist.
I'm not.
Yeah.
survivalist.
Yeah, Gaffy will make sure that he's one of the last ones.
Same.
Well, I'm holding the trap door, so I will be the definite last one. You have to get through because she's going to have to lock it from the other side.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I can
we're not
push
there
you
yet.
through and close it.
It wouldn't make sense.
You guys through the trapdoor now, though, aren't you?
It's,
I don't know.
I don't know. You said that someone fell.
We
picked
were
them up.
at the floor picking up and then
Yeah.
running to the trapdoor.
You're all running for the trapdoor? Awesome. So roll running again, please.
Oh no.
Oh no.
that's not what you want to hear.
I also had a double. 12.
I'd say that's a fateful fumble.
It's a
Yeah.
fumble.
I'm actually going to veto this because this is perfect.
Double.
This is relevant to my interests.
Yeah.
As you guys are trying to struggle to get up, the Albright, the behemoth, the remains of Albright, rolls and basically collapses the entire stairwell under his weight. As he does so, he ends up picking up one of the ex-Templars, the agents, from by your side, and crunching his torso to the point where blood starts spraying out of his, everywhere. You hear him gargling out his last scream as he's killed instantly. At the same time, he pushes with his own momentum straight into you guys, and then through the wall in front of you.
Oops.
There is a really loud rumble as the structural integrity of the entire basement is put under strain. The behemoth disappears into a hole in the wall. You guys get pushed through with him. So, Constitution.
Alright.
Shit got real.
Stamina?
Really
Anything?
fast.
Just pure constitution.
Pure Constitution.
Alright.
Actually, stamina.
Okay.
It's a double 2.
Triple 3. So it's
17?
14.
14, 17. You're going to have to take 46 damage.
And this.
But your plate armor can help you.
What did you say? 46?
46
damage.
46.
Oh,
yeah, that's
46.
Yeah, I know.
Not 46, dear God.
40. What?
4. D for David. 6.
Oh, God.
4d6. Should I throw them or shout?
Yes, please.
Alright. Thank God.
It's important to enunciate. I recommend watching some Downton Abbey.
So 4d6 is one attack.
And that's your damage.
That's the
That's the
damage.
damage.
check.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know, but it's like, because sometimes I have to take away my armor rating.
Yes. That creates the damage to which your armor
Okay,
is.
you don't understand what
I
I'm
do.
asking
You roll
about.
all of the 4 dice together.
Yes.
You add the total up.
I know.
That's how much damage you take.
Yeah. That's fine. It's fine. It's 17.
It's
Well,
so
now it's 7. Yeah.
like a
Because she's
bad
basically
time rolling good time.
she's a walking tank basically.
Ooh, we got the same.
Excellent. You're standing by this trapdoor as this gigantic ogre-sized creature.
Mm.
Kind of reminds you of Darkspawn you once saw a drawing of. Almost collapses the entire building down on you all. You're really tempted to just jump in the hole and save your own skins.
Well, yeah, but this is Firil's, posse,
Yeah.
I guess you could say. So what she's going to do is when she sees it happening, she's going to be like, "Oh shit!" And then she's going to grab a bottle with very strong alcohol and light it on fire and toss it at the thing and try to distract it.
It's a feral cocktail!
Yes, it's a Firil cocktail.
Roll Dex.
Yep.
Do you take a swig before you do that?
Oh yeah, sure.
One for the courage.
She's a
One for
dwarf.
the fire.
Yeah. That's a double at least. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What? It was dexterity. 10, 11, and 15. Yeah, it's a 15 if it's just a straight dexterity. If it's legerdemain, it's 17.
What will be legerdemain?
Hmm?
It's not legerdemain.
No. Okay, so 15
15's good
with a
enough.
double.
Oh, cool. You guys.
Always making you look stuff up.
Yep, that's the
Drink.
I just did.
Oh, we need to come up with rules for our new characters.
It's true.
I don't even think we have an ongoing drinking game
No.
with the characters we already have.
No, not really. It kind of died out.
Died
after
out.
a while.
It was either that or we turn alcoholic.
Yeah, that's true. Right. No one said you had to drink alcohol though.
No.
Oh, what?
That is never the rule.
Since when? Why did I? Oh my god! Do you know how expensive this has been? Oh my god! Okay, cool. Let's
It
see.
will be worse on Sunday.
It's a party upstairs,
So-
I think.
No, it's
Downstairs.
downstairs.
Second. He recently sold his flat, so now he's making as much noise as possible because he's. Your small vial of flammable liquids, very almost politely cracks open as it lands on the beast's stumbled form. before igniting the whole creature in a blaze of fire. It starts screaming and moaning, gets up, and actually starts running in random directions. Please roll dexterity.
Okay. Ooh, that's a double. 12, 13, 14, 15,
Ooh, that is a
16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
21?
Yeah, I'm just gonna bounce all over there.
Yeah, you go all kind of like gummy bears on this thing.
Yep.
Or slide between
like,
its legs.
Haha, ugly, you can't hit me!
Gummy bears. No. The creature, the behemoth, starts destroying the basement as it's trying to put its fires out. Duck and roll when you're that big is kind of dangerous.
Yeah, and while she's trying to avoid it, she'll call out like, "Hey guys, I suggest you take the chance to leave now."
Funny thing, as you make your way close to where the hole was in the wall, you realise that things have developed a bit more rapidly. Meanwhile, inside the room that you've just come into, that's because you've crashed through that basement wall, you're no longer alone. In fact, you've just disturbed someone. You're picking yourself up from all of this masonry and stonework. You literally just drag your whole body out of being virtually submerged in stonework and earth and soil and such. You're covered in dust and cracked stone. So when you're kind of standing up, it all just kind of seeps through your armor, pouring off.
I spit out a tooth.
That's awesome. That is so freaking awesome. You're fine.
Yeah, well, Gaffy's impressed.
Gaffy's good.
Gaffy's impressed.
The other.
He's like,
as you do so, you are.
Stop flirting.
he's not flirting. She's awesome.
You find yourself staring into the eyes of a rather shocked and utterly just aghast, deer in headlights, kind of like, what the hell just happened? Person who's just sitting there at his desk, looking at you.
You don't want to be here for long.
Get your stuff and run now!
Who are you?
Okay,
You just came stumbling through the wall, and you're telling me to leave my office.
Explanations later.
I'm
If
just
you want-
grabbing him.
If you want to live, you better come with us.
Yeah, it's a bad time to argue. There's a rampant aberration in the other room. Just saying.
Run.
This is as if on cue there's this huge flaming shape. It is taking apart the whole house.
Yeah.
Oh, maker.
like I said, I'm just picking him up and just grabbing him. If he's
No,
not
he's
picking up
like
stuff,
he's like
I'm gonna...
running around like a headless chicken, trying to like pick up all the papers and books that he can possibly feasibly carry, and like clutching them in his arms, and it's like, oh no, I need that one. Yes, and
No time. We're
no
dragging
time.
him with us. We're dragging him with us.
There's a sound of a punch, and you hear Keth going, and he hits the wall just where the holes formed, and then like collapses onto the floor with his sword and shield. He picks himself up, and he looks like he's just been struck in the shoulder because all of his arm is dented around here.
Okay, I'm just gonna do one of my champion things where I can do a battle roar to intimidate your opponents. When you take the charge actions, I'm obviously gonna do that. I can shout a war cry that gives all enemies within 8 yards -1 on attack rolls on their next turn.
when Keth goes slamming into the wall, this person, basically everything drops from his arms, and he just goes like, and
Yeah,
just
you
picks
don't-
up the most important book, clearly, and starts bolting out.
Yeah, I'm going to pick Kath up by whatever arm that's closest to me, maybe the dented one, and just like drag him with me to
The trap
trap
door.
door.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, come on, get in.
The trapdoor is actually further away now. It seems that your this person that you've disturbed has his own bolt hole. This basement of his own seems to be a scribe's workshop. Like lots of books are everywhere, lots of ink blots and blot paper and such, and a rather rickety looking ladder going up. But he seems to have found, or rather designed, a small tunnel in the side of the wall, which he's, as he's moving, a bookshelf unveils before you all.
And then he picks up a staff, and I am going to cast. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to cast a glyph of neutralization behind us.
It takes 1 minute to cast.
Oh,
You can't...
no, sorry. It's the glyph of warding. Glyph of warding.
I was going to say, glyph of warning, you cast it, it's all like automatically goes off.
No, warding.
What's that? That's a glyph of warning.
So I cast it just like at the door, just so that we have somewhere to go through. And anyone who's within that field, it's like 3 yards, gain a +2 bonus to willpower tests. I don't know if that's any point.
So you guys are
actually.
preparing.
No.
Are you guys
'cause we're
leaving, or are you
running.
guys
Yeah.
preparing to do battle?
Nope.
Yeah,
nope.
no.
Nope.
No.
As long as
Never mind.
As soon as I see her bolt hole, I'm just gonna go like, yeah, let's go that way. That's closer.
What are you guys doing?
that depends. Like if Gaffy is running back to the behemoth to get Kath,
Yeah.
I'm obviously following sort
Okay.
of first.
You guys are all pretty much
Okay.
congregated in this room, this scribe's
Yeah.
quarters.
Well, I'm taking Kath and we go for the other.
Yeah, I'm
hold.
just standing behind them, just to, with my sword raised, just to make sure that the behemoth can't get any one of the.
Awesome. So you guys start going into the hole for the
Yeah.
scribe there. This crawl space, it's basically you have to get on your hands and knees to go, and the way ahead is very dark, but this cave seems to have been designed with thought in mind. Who's the last one to go through?
Me.
Yeah, it's Adelina. I'm probably one of the first ones to go through.
There's a mechanism on
Women
the door
Yep.
into this that means that it slides back into space, and you have to know the trigger to be able to open it.
It's like a dwarven mechanism
Yeah.
there. It's like cool. You might have to appreciate this, the workmanship that went into this. Don't even think about it.
We have a cat.
The cat is currently stalking the tripod.
Yeah. I just have to say, Norse Wrath wrote in the comments, Ingate's day at the office. It was the usual, papers, books, a bunch of people slamming through the wall, followed by some giant, some kind of ogre creature on fire. Lutra Jam says, laughing my ass off.
That's great.
So I think he was like literally, this guy has been living the last few months right next door to an inquisitional agent cell, and he's like, just doing my books here.
If it's really dark, I can always take out my lantern.
You may have to.
Yeah.
It's pretty damn dark.
I'll just do flaming weapons and we got enough light.
Okay.
Got a solution for everything, that one.
Cool.
Yes.
As you guys are clambering in, you hear the behemoth finally coming closer. A great muscular hand squeezes so hard down the hole that its skin and muscle starts to shred. Even though it's doing damage to itself, it pushes hard as it can, getting its arm further down that hole, and grabs your foot. You can actually feel the pressure already compacting around your ankle. Do you
It
try
got
and
through the door.
the door? Yes,
Yeah.
it smashed through it with ease.
Huge ogre thing.
Yeah.
Then I'm just I'm guessing I can't use my
I want
two-hander,
that thing.
so I'm just gonna take one of my daggers that I have stashed somewhere.
In a boot.
Where did you get the dagger from? Don't ask.
Don't ask. Not my ass. So I have a dagger, so I'm just gonna try to slash it.
Yep.
To off, basically.
Try aiming less to do damage, more to try and cut a finger off or
Yeah.
something. Go for it.
It's 3 dice, right?
Mm-hmm.
That is
Just a
13.
double.
15 and a double.
15.
My
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
dragon dice.
Was it an opposed test? Yeah. Your dagger slips underneath, between these really disgusting chitinous plates that have formed like calluses that have become plates of armor.
I fought Darkspawn before. This is nothing.
It's not a darkspawn, but it's very similar. And you get your knife into the bonework behind all of the muscle and the flesh and all the rest of it, and end up dislocating its finger and tearing it off. Without that, or its thumb, I should say, without its thumb, it can't keep a hold of you anymore. So you manage to wrench your, get your boot free and continue going. Behind you, you can actually hear it swinging its fingers around, causing little whistling motions. And it's growling at you as you descend even further into the darkness.
So my double didn't. I can't add things.
It shouldn't have happened at all. But
Alright.
I was prepared to make you lose a foot there. But all right. As you guys descend further into the dark, do you take any light out?
We have flaming weapons.
So you're gonna go around.
And I have casted it. It's on.
Do
Okay.
I need a light? I mean, dwarf.
If you're a surface dwarf,
Mm.
yes.
Well, I grew up in Orzammar, so.
If let's say you can see in the dark quite well, you can find your way.
Mm.
But according to the law, if a dwarf has been out on the surface for too long, they lose their way underground. So your way forward goes for quite a while.
Can I ask
The book, yeah, it's here. As you're going along, Keth is muttering in the dark. I think we're heading south. Yeah, I think we're heading southwest.
Does that sound right to me?
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, definitely west for sure.
Where will we end up then?
Well, by my estimations, I would say we are actually passing underneath the one of the walls, which it's well, actually, it's high treason to undermine the walls of Ostwick. So our friend here is a traitor to the city. He kind of.
It's not a big deal. I do it all the time.
Oh well then.
Mind you, I've never gotten caught, so I don't know what the punishment would be for that. But you know.
I'm cringing inside, like real bad.
So many laws broken.
Let's not mind that right now. Keep crawling.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not staying here.
For the record, there's a light wisp in front of your person in front there. And it's just like, hovering in front of him, like near his shoulder.
Hey, scribe.
I have a name.
I haven't heard it yet.
Lazarus.
Well, Lazarus. How long is this tunnel?
As long as it needs to be. We'll get there soon.
Okay. Only, I think I'm bleeding, so it'd be nice if we could get somewhere where I could bandage myself up.
I cast healing
Aww.
on his bum. Because I'm behind him.
You know, it says like you have to do. When you do healing, you have to be able to touch.
Is there
the
even
person you're healing.
room for doing proper spells in here?
Well, there's a will, there's a Gaffy.
Poke in the butt. Yeah,
No butt from here!
I hit the marker easily. No doubles, I'm afraid. And what is heal? Well, okay, so 3 p.m. So I just you get 7 health, and your wounds are knitted.
Thank you. Just don't poke my butt again.
You should just ask. I do heal.
It's Valeth's job.
Yeah, well, she's not here. So, yeah, it is.
Out of character.
Yeah, it's Valeth's job. You. Eventually, you arrive at a little position where the tunnel goes up sharply to a trapdoor with a mechanism. This leads to a warehouse, which lies on the slums area, or rather the alienage, judging by the fancy colours that are hanging out of the windows.
Well, just door to door with it. Really, it's not in the alienage.
Yeah.
Next door.
Okay. Where are we compared to the exit of the other?
The
Tunnel.
other. Oh, my tunnel. Good question. Where did my tunnel lead?
Your tunnel would have led into the sewers.
Yeah.
This led into the outer wall area
Yeah.
of the
Okay.
city.
And how far apart would they be? Like, because the sewers will lead us out of Ostwick eventually if you just follow them. So yeah. I mean, it depends on where the others choose to come out of the sewers, because my way leads to the sewers, and then you kind of have to find your own way out from there. So they could really be anywhere. Sorry about that. But you shouldn't have taken so long getting out. I mean, that's what happens when you marry. But anyway.
There was no. No.
But yeah, so where we
Yeah.
are now, this looks like the alienage, or close to the alienage, and
Okay.
we shouldn't go there. The alley rats rule there, and the Carta isn't welcome.
Yeah, I know. Kath, any ideas, please?
Kath is currently cutting off the pauldron, which has been crushed. Another one ruined. That's ruined.
Kath.
Can I
Yes.
have a look at those?
Yeah.
Like I'm just saying out of character. I'm just picking them up and trying to see if I can just like.
Sure.
Any
Yeah.
ideas, please? The others can be anywhere. They went into the sewers. They could be anywhere. Any ideas, please?
I'll just alert some of my crew, and if they
How?
see some guys walking around, looking like they don't belong, they can, guide them to a proper meeting place where we can meet up. I mean, there are more Carta people in the city of Ostwick than just the people in your basement.
Do it.
Yeah, sure, no problem. I got people.
Good. We need all hands on deck to get us out of here. Kath, please help.
What?
I'm not. I can't.
You can't
Please.
what?
You said I was the leader.
I did.
I can't. I'm 12. I'm barely 13.
Are you aware that there have been great leaders around your
Yes,
age?
I know. Very much so, but I have never been trained to be a leader.
All right. Let me give you a quick lesson. What would you do if you were on your own?
Probably I would hang myself.
Horse shit.
You would go home. You would follow whatever road it is that will lead you home, or back to your family and friends.
Well, my family is kidnapped.
Yeah, so we have.
You
to
know
go
what
and
you
find
do
them.
when your family's been hurt or mistreated or missing or something? You fucking fight and you go find them and you rescue them. That's what I would do.
Yeah.
That's what Carta does.
Yes, and I will, but I don't know where they are. I have no idea.
Last thing I heard was they were at port. So if they chose that area to ambush us as they did, I'd wager it's probably on a boat.
Yeah, but where's the
What is it,
boat
dwarf?
headed?
Yeah, if you give me some time, I'll go and find some people
Right.
and see if I can find some information, see if they've heard something about this boat and the abduction and the thing, and also send out the message so they can pick up the rest of your people.
So
I have, places to go. If you wait somewhere safe.
when did this boat leave?
Oh, the boat left around. I would imagine if they decided to throw them on a boat, probably this morning. Right tide.
Someone knows.
Oh, just he opens his book and he sort of leaves through it. Oh, yeah.
You have a ledger?
That would have been the does the boat have a name? Shall I make one up for you?
Please make one up.
Salty princess.
That would have been the Draconia.
Where is
She-
it headed?
It's the name of a pub.
She left port, this morning.
For any destination?
The destination has not been filled out.
It's I've been filled out. And I think someone paid quite a lot of money for that not to be filled out.
But
Who would be paid for it?
the port authority, most likely, I'm guessing, you know. There is a dock or port master usually who deals with these kinds of things, and usually if you pay him enough money, you know, they'll look the other way and they'll forget to fill out some information.
What's his name?
I don't know, but I can find
I'm
out.
asking you now. I'm asking
Well,
Lazarus, was it?
Yes. There's a few of them, but I think
You're not
I know
one of
which.
them.
No. I think I know which one this might have been.
Should we pay him a visit? Maybe he knows something, or
I could probably take you there.
what do you think, Kath?
Honestly, I think we should lay low for a bit. But I don't think we have that as an option, do we?
That's not an option for me.
We can't stay here anyway.
Foxhold has been, what, attacked?
Yeah. It seems like they have.
So they're under siege.
Yeah. They're
Well-
waiting for all the Templars and the mages to come out.
I have a thought. You worked for some fancy lady, right? She owns the house where you guys were living, right?
Yeah.
As
Yeah?
with Rebellion, yeah.
So you were sent there to pick people up. Now, I mean, some of the people you were sent to fetch were there, except for this Valeth and Firil and the other guy. And, you know, why don't we pay her a visit? Maybe she has some ideas or some resources or some doors she can knock on or something that will help us, you know, figure out where to go.
If she hasn't already left town. She was attacked too.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
I would leave town if I was attacked too. I don't understand why I'm even still here. Oh, right, Firil.
Do I know if she's still here? Do I?
Rebellion?
Yeah.
You escorted them to their rural estates just
Yeah.
outside of the city. So last time we checked, they're in the area, but they're no longer in the city. They're safer.
Yeah. Would I know if she would have had more information?
Not always. It's not your place to question,
Above your
No.
but
pay
it's
grade?
possible.
'Cause
She's a wily one.
yeah, because what I'm thinking of is that I would probably not bring this lot to Lady Esme because I am protecting her, and bringing these guys around her is
Mhm.
not a good idea
You got to make that decision
because
yourself.
I'm not trusting
Yeah.
these people at least.
Excuse me.
Also, Bagru says fancy.
Well, she does. What are you trying to say there?
Excuse me.
Oh, yeah, for the can.
All right.
Wait.
Bloop.
Please, while I pour this
I don't think-
so. Let me get this right. Your friends or family have been taken, abducted.
Yeah. Thank you.
Abducted. Yes. So they've been abducted, and you're being chased by abominations.
And Venatori, I think.
Red Templars. And Venatori.
Templars?
And yeah, Red Templars and Venatori.
Have you seen a red Templar before? They got like red crystals sticking out of them. It's
So
kind of
if you value
gross.
your life, you would
Don't think so.
not hang with us. Just fair warning.
I have a feeling that's a little bit too late.
They haven't seen you, only the behemoth has.
Yeah,
Not
he didn't
to
talk much.
rain on anyone's parade or anything, but we did not kill the behemoth either.
Oh
No.
no.
He's probably still after us.
Well, I mean, if
We
we're
should
lucky,
move.
if we're
Ah,
lucky,
yeah,
the house
speaking
burned
of
down on top of
which-
him.
I throw a glyph of sealing on the trapdoor.
Right. Cool. You gonna roll for it, or is it just one of those ritual ones?
It takes a minute, I
Mm.
think.
Hey.
There we go. Yeah. Let's see.
Am I actually still on the camera's
Yeah,
thing?
I do need to roll for it.
Yeah, you're
But
still
it's
in the
okay.
camera.
Yeah, you're down in the corner, but
Mm.
yeah.
Still see your face.
It's,
It's in a bit of a delay. I was not planning on Jarvia to have, you know, that Jersey-ish accent before I started speaking.
It works.
it really does work. Yeah, I meet the target number, so that's fine. And the only way to open the seal is by breaking whatever it is inscribed upon. Whether smashing, through it. The seal, the glyph lasts until the object is opened, after which it must be recast. So, yeah.
Cool.
So what are we doing? Did you decide? Are we going to Lady Esme, or are we going to find this portmaster, docksmaster guy?
I think if you would deploy your connections, it would be most helpful.
Yeah.
As a start.
Yeah. Well, why don't we go find some place where we can all take a drink? You guys can wait there and, not talk to anyone else. And I'll go find my people and, spread the word.
We can go to the Unbreachable.
Yes. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, let's stay there for a day. I don't know.
I'll meet you guys there, and then she just skedaddles.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Barbara says Jersey/Kestrels Shore. Ostwick Shore.
Ostwick Shore. Oh
my god, Barbara.
Oh, that's Lutragen that said Ostwick
Oh,
Shore.
Lutrek. Yeah. I'm gonna say everyone's name is in the chat with that same voice. Rani.
Oh, she's not here though, I think.
Oh, right. I still have to do
She's
it.
on holiday.
Yes, she's in Amsterdam.
She's in Amsterdam.
She's
Where they-
Amsterdam.
Imagine if they called it Hamsterdam.
Damn.
Means move along.
Yes.
No, I get that.
moving
It's,
along.
it's funny when her chin disappears. Cool.
Yeah.
So you guys have a plan. The Unbreachable is it's always been a bit of a neutral place. However, it's also on the other side of the alienage.
We could go around.
Good. You can also go through the city walls. You try and sneak around, like by the edge of the wall, try and avoid their territory.
God
Do
damn it.
Gaffy have any? Yeah, I mean, he might have, yeah. Right.
What's that?
I'm just having a question. Like, how is the feeling of the city? Are people running around?
Yeah.
Are there alarms? Is it smoke? Is it
Yeah.
what is
There,
it like?
from what you can tell from looking at the windows of this warehouse, there seems to be a general unease on the streets. People's reaction seems to be more hiding indoors.
Yeah, then I suggest we just don't go anywhere near any like establishments that's just hide from people, basically.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put my hood up if we're going out into the streets.
I'm just a child, a big muscly child.
Do I have any like emblems or something that shows that I work for House Trevelyan?
Yep.
Yeah, then I'm probably gonna try to like file it off. or
You have a cloak.
remove it or
you
something.
know, I might be able to help with that. Hang on. He goes over to a chest and he pulls out like several different types of items of clothing. And
You're living dangerously now, Rick.
yes, also, if you're going over there, can you find the spell cards? Oh, actually, that's they're besides you. Could you give me the creation spell cards?
Just give her all of them.
No,
It's-
but I want some
It's
too.
those.
Creation,
It's those
spirit,
ones.
What are you looking for?
Something.
Tonya.
Yeah, but it's not just, you know.
No, it's not just creation. Thank you.
Also, I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna write a letter to my family.
Oh.
Yeah.
A goodbye letter.
Yeah.
Goodbye, my letter.
Bye, my friend.
Friend. Are you my friend?
People are being so cordial in the chat.
Yes.
Literature are
and
like,
thee.
how are you, Barbara? Fine, and thee. I like it.
This is just not what I want, though.
I don't know what you want.
Well, to be fair, though, it's Lutrigem. She's ever so civil. If Ranirav was there, it'd be a different thing altogether.
That is kind of true.
Just, she's a terrible person.
She is not. She's delightful.
She's the best.
She knows that I can't say anything bad about her.
But yeah, there's it's like several different types of clothing in there. And it's not just like it doesn't necessarily look all like the stuff that he's wearing now. But yeah, there's some items of clothing that you can put over that will cover any insignias.
Yeah.
He has a sort of cowl that Gaffy could wear. And for Keth, he has a ginormous cloak that will hide his...
What are you saying? What are you saying about Keth?
No,
Big armor.
It'll hide his armor.
Oh, you know what to say about guys with big armor.
Yeah, they're usually noisy
Heavy
and heavy.
Yo. Don't you be dissing my favourite
and
NPC.
reflective.
Reflective.
Shiny.
I only got to meet Barbara very briefly. I'm allowed to be friendly.
Yes.
Barbara asks, any bonnets?
Oh, the bonnets of rage.
This is apparently an internal joke, I take it?
It's a Dungeons and Dragons joke. Yes.
She gave me a bonnet of rage.
By my pretty floral bonnet.
Yep.
Yes.
It's exactly that reference.
Yes.
Okay.
Very
Right.
much so.
Very well. I guess we're doing this. So,
Okay,
how do you
so
want
we're
to
doing
approach this?
Wait until you sit down before you talk so people can actually hear you.
Very well then. So, how do you want to approach this?
Well, I think that we should probably move in groups at a bit of a distance from each other so not everyone walks together at the same time because that's going to look suspicious.
Ah.
So, I'm just going to go out first because, I'll meet up with you guys later and then you guys can just spread out in groups and go to the Unbreachable and we'll meet there.
What type of
Sound
groups?
good?
Sounds perfect.
Cool. I'll see you later. And then she just darts.
Jumps off.
I've disregarded Firil's advice far too many times to not listen to one of her rogue friends. About now.
Fair enough.
God, I miss Firil.
To be honest, she's never told you to listen to anyone else. But fine.
Inadvertently.
And then back.
Yeah. Somewhere Feral's like, suddenly feel guilty. So what type of groups are you guys looking at? No you don't.
Lucherdom says, don't look suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
What is that from?
It's from Parks and Recreation.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
Right?
If you guys wouldn't mind rolling some stealth rolls, please.
Oh dear. Stealth.
I did
Or,
choose-
if you
No.
feel it's more appropriate since you're wearing disguises, deceit.
Deception, thank you. I will roll deception.
Communication? Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh, it's a double.
I want to stealth.
Gaff can
I want to
communicate.
stealth at least.
17.
Nice.
I want to stealth.
I want to stealth too.
I don't want to deceive, I want to stealth.
Alright, you can do either. One is more physically being, invisible, and the other one is acting like something you're not.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I can't do
Then
that.
I deceit then.
Why can't you just upset Craig without a paddle?
14.
19.
I thought you were gonna go 19.
Alright, I'm a rogue.
Yes, you are.
So I probably
You're
have...
only just aware of that.
Yeah.
Oh crap! I've been playing this guy like a merge.
Well, no. But, you have, shadows things.
No. When you
Shadow
take
moves.
a speciality.
Yeah, right.
When you take a focus twice, how many pluses do you get? Then?
3.
Cool.
I have a talent in scouting, so, shady business is up. I'll be able to see it probably from...
It's true, actually, you
Far
get a
off.
reroll when it comes to certain situations. It's good, it's good. So you guys are making your way through the alienage, splitting up into different groups. You keep observing each other as you're moving around. Yeah? The streets are very muted. There are some people wandering around, however they're mostly trying to not draw attention to themselves, going very quickly from wherever they are coming from to wherever they're going with determination. No one is standing around idly, except for small gangs of alley rats who seem to be very curious about what's going on. In fact, you notice some of them are on the roofs, just looking around casually.
Am I familiar with the alley rats?
You've read about them.
I assume I know of them well. With
Yeah.
Carta.
You know that those knife ears really do not take well to carters. So you're probably walking along with the hand over your if you have any like carter marks.
Well, she has a tattoo, so that's
Yeah.
pretty obvious. But she probably has like a face mask or something.
Which in itself is a bit suspicious.
But there are a lot of thugs around anyway, and I got a 17, so I'm pretty stealthy.
Yeah.
So
Fair enough.
She can borrow my eye patch because I have one blue and one brown eye, and I use one just because I don't want people to ask about it.
Where the hell did this come from?
It's my backstory.
Jesus. You should have said. Did you actually say that your character had an eye patch?
I don't use it,
Oh,
but I have it.
This
Just
is
in
one of those things
case I
that
need
you
to
can
be
borrow
sneaky.
this.
I'm good.
Yeah.
It's here somewhere.
I believe you. It's just like I did not expect you to say. Here, borrow this. How you can borrow this from me?
But she's not Firil anymore.
That's true. It's
I
a bit-
rolled a 15 in deception.
15 in deception. Who got the lowest?
Me.
Got 14.
Mm.
Mm.
Double though.
You actually make good headway into the alienage. However, as you're just about to be out of the territory, you can actually see the Unbreachable standing imperiously, as it normally does, pressed up against the wall, or the western wall of outer wall of Ostwick, and a gaggle of about 6 or 7 rats. I should say, what's the plural for rats? It's a
Rats.
Skitter.
skitter. Yeah. I like it. I want to use it. A skitter of rats block your way. You in particularly. You don't seem to have noticed anyone else. You guys actually see that she's in trouble, but they start to move up towards you with knives drawn.
Right. So they're walking mostly towards her, right? They haven't really noticed me.
Nope. Just
No. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move behind them and, have my crossbow at the ready so that if they make a move, I can shoot some of them in the back.
ready action. Nice. Okay. The rest of you guys?
I'm just asking them what you want.
I move over. And I try to bargain with them, so to say. Or
I'm gonna let Sunny try something first. What was that?
I ready the pit spell.
the pit spell.
You know, I've read the day you got that spell.
Pit of the pendulum.
These
The
elves,
pit and memory.
with their very non-Dalish tattoos, they seem to have like mimicked. It kind of amuses you that they seem to have mimicked Carter, dwarvish attitudes with tattoos and stuff, but with none of the Dalish stuff. They've borrowed human tattooings instead, which just marks them as being a bit other, a bit weird, very modern elves. And as they approach you and draw their like very pointy and ironic daggers, ironic because they're called knife ears, get it? You're asking them,
Can I help you with something?
yeah, you can definitely help us. See, we heard there was a bounty on all of your heads, so was going to be taking your head.
Okay, what is the bounty?
For you, champion of House Trevelyan? Oh, it's big.
I bet you House Trevelyan can pay even more.
I doubt it, especially when there ain't none left.
Okay, then I'm just gonna pierce through that shit.
Yeah.
Casting pit.
Roll initiative, people.
Yeah. Crossbow is at the
I was
ready.
gonna try and fall.
Oh, that is good. Okay, so that is 11.
You can talk in combat.
Initiative, yeah?
Yep, next. Plus your initiative bonus if you have one. Could you give me a pen from over there? Rosies.
I can never remember what is the
Oh.
initiative because this is clearly
Okay.
wrong.
It's Dex.
Yes, it's Dex, so
Plus
that's 6.
any initiative if you have initiative.
Yes,
No.
initiative. No.
No. So
So
it's
6.
Dex plus.
So 15. 21?
Anyone get higher?
Nope.
Valeth is like,
Somewhere.
Yeah. So that's Jarvia. 21. Who got 20?
Is this going to be a thing? Are you constantly going to mispronounce my characters' names? Valeth and Jarvia? It's Valeth and Jarvia.
I'm sensing. I'm sensing some anger. I would like to communicate to you that you're fucking up my names. Anyone get 20?
No.
19, 18, 17. Ooh. So that's Gaffy. I didn't come up with Gaffy, by the way. They called
No.
Gakfa.
Yeah, no, we did the Gaffy.
Yeah, I know.
14.
Anyone get higher than 14? No. 14.
13.
Really?
Yeah.
Jesus, how the mighty have
You
fallen.
can have a really bad luck.
Yes, you can.
And your character was called?
Adelina.
Not Angelina.
No. All her siblings starts with an A, but no Angelina. Almost all her siblings.
Groovy! Groovy-dooby-doo! Skibidi-bidi-bop-bada-bop. This is the scene. You have essentially an alley, one of the main alleys or main roadways. There's no one else in sight. There are buildings to your left and your right. There's a crisscrossing of small alleyways that are fit. You could probably squeeze down if you need to. The ground is muddy and still damp from the rain earlier that day. And
I had a pencil here.
You did, but I don't know where it is.
Jarvia gets to move first.
Jarvia.
Jarvia, not Jarvia.
We got to go and make you go see Jarvia.
Right, so what Jarvia wants to do is she's going to take a small step forwards towards the back of one of these rats, and then she's going to attempt a backstab with her crossbow.
Point
'Cause
blank
that's-
range. Point blank range.
Yeah.
With your crossbow.
Yeah.
Jeez Louise. I do believe you can, yes.
So I guess that, how do I roll? It's my stealth versus their perception.
See,
So I have to roll a stealth. Ooh, that's a double!
What'd you
Double
get?
sixes! 12, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24. In
Jesus.
stealth. And that's
Darn.
a double.
You know, I got lucky too. Just not that lucky. Alright, so you're gonna sneak up and shoot him in the back. So you
Yes.
managed it.
Yeah.
Now when you roll, you
Add 1d6 extra damage.
Yeah.
It's an attack with a +2 bonus to the attack roll too.
And you can use stun points.
Yes, I can use stun points. This turned really complicated really fast. I missed my mage.
Rogues are tricky.
Yeah, OP.
Yeah, that's
right.
fair.
Okay, so basically, where are the stunt?
you don't
Things-
use stun points with this one. When you get stun points is actually when you're rolling for an attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Or a
I need to
particular
roll
type
for
of-
the attack first.
Yes.
And then we'll see.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So
That's a double.
You have 4
yes,
stun points.
4. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7 plus
Your dex.
dex.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's +6. So that's 13.
Plus the
Plus
Daggers
2.
are dex, by the way.
Yeah.
13,
Okay.
14,
Yeah.
15.
Yeah.
You're also catching them off guard because you're doing the things. That's 16, 17.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So that's a hit, and it was also a double. So you get what?
4 stunt points.
Son of a bitch. All right. So
Yes.
what stunt would you like to do?
I just have to find the stunt list.
Pierce armor, perhaps?
How long?
Yeah, that's
How
what
long
I
is
was
one
thinking.
turn?
6 seconds.
Oh, like 1 round.
Oh, 1 round. Essentially, it's a relative thing.
Yeah.
It's 6 seconds for everyone involved.
Yeah. No, I'll just use pierce armor.
These guys aren't wearing much in the way of armor. I'd actually recommend
Oh.
going for a palpable hit, or maybe an intimidating attack, or something like that.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just do that. I didn't have the stunt list for rogue anyway,
How
so
about I? Well,
it's just for the sake of brevity,
Okay.
whatever you recommend is fine.
Sure.
So we'll just do like an intimidate or something to get out of this fast.
That we can do.
Yeah.
I also have a cool suggestion.
Yeah.
Because you can do it this way, as I understand it. You can fire your crossbow and use lightning attack and then attack with a sword.
Well, I have
Since-
daggers, so I
yeah.
could do
Yeah.
that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sure. Lightning attack. Why not? Why not?
So first of all, roll to wound with your.
Well, I've hit with my crossbow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
roll
not
to
a
wound.
wound.
Yeah. So 3d. The damage is 2d6 plus 1 plus 1d6 damage
plus your perception.
plus my perception. Plus what? Perception?
Yeah.
To damage?
Yeah.
When you're firing a ranged
Oh, that's a good roll.
16 plus 5, so that's 21
Plus 1.
plus 1, so 22 damage with the crossbow bolt. Headshot.
weapon. All right, roll your dagger attack as well.
Yeah.
I just have one question, because to shoot with a crossbow you have to use one active action to load it.
But I have talent archery, so I can
you
use
still
it.
have to use an active action.
Well, yeah, if
Yeah,
I
but
want to
you
shoot again, it's
stated it.
already loaded. It was already preloaded.
Not with a crossbow. It's only with a bow.
No, but my crossbow was already reloaded. It's been loaded
Yeah.
since we went from the
Yeah.
equine house.
Yeah.
But yes, for next
Yes.
time I need to.
Yes.
But I'm just gonna, drop it and drag,
Let's
do my
do the
daggers.
dagger thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
go on.
Okay,
Do
so
the dagger
let's see if we hit with this one.
And just to be funny, you pull a dagger, not drag it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
10, 11.
That's not really
And
funny.
remember, it's your dex,
It's
not
dancing.
strength.
Yes, okay. So dexterity is 6. So that's 17.
That's a hit.
Okay. So the damage is 1d6 plus 1. Ooh, that is a 10. Oh, 11. Yeah,
Nice.
11.
There are 7 alley rats here, elves.
No, it's
Lightly
6.
armed.
No, it's 6.
Now there are 6. The bolt at point blank range doesn't stop in the skull. It actually hammers straight through, and this elf's forehead essentially just disappears in a spray. There's this almost magical vapor spray as
Like a
the
mist.
contents of his brain case get catapulted into the air. Bits of bone and hair and tufts of scalp litter the floor around you. And this elf who's just standing there is like, no, and then lands brain dead. The other elves all whip around just in time to see the dwarf drop the crossbow almost disrespectfully on the floor, pull out the daggers, and stab one of them in the guts.
Bring it, bitches!
Gaffy,
Yep. I do the pit, so most of them will fall into the pit.
alright, read it out.
Double. So 10, 13. What is it? Plus my magic, right?
Yes.
13, 23.
It's mine. So it hits.
Yeah,
Basically.
you
And
managed to pull it
they have to roll acrobatics test versus my spell power or fall prone into the pit. And my spell power is 20.
way overpowered. Nope. Yes. Nope. No. Nope. Yes. Okay, so 2 of them make it. What is the effect of the pit exactly?
They fall prone into it, and climbing out of the pit requires a minor action.
Oh, good.
So they fall.
Yep.
Basically. That was my prepared action.
Just as you stab this guy, as you pull your dagger out of his guts, he falls. There is a sound of shifting earth, or compacting earth, and 4 of the elves disappear from view beneath a cloud of very deep and sodden earth that just erupts. There's actually a squelching sound because there's still some moisture in the soil. 2 of them, however, back away to the further to the right as they see what's happening. They start looking at each other a bit warily as they realise that there's more than just the one. This is now a fair fight.
More or less.
Mazzy. Maz. Can I call you Maz?
Did they move away and withdraw from the fight?
No, they moved away but didn't withdraw. They just stepped away from the pit.
Ah, I see. Okay.
You're just waiting for your turn to go wheeling in there and just kill anyone who's left alive, aren't you? It's what I'd be doing. Just biding your time. Sorry, Rosemary's just told me it's a rat pack.
Yeah.
It's a pack of rats. Thanks, Rosemary.
Or a swarm. It could be a swarm of rats.
I liked chittering. It's a chitter.
Chitter.
Skitter works though. Don't give me that look. Everyone's giving me that look. I think it's the lighting. The lighting kind of casts your eyes in this very kind of like murderous glint.
Yeah, it's very downwards.
Especially with Sonova. She's been looking at me like, murder glee for quite some time.
I think that's just her character.
Really? Are you a LARPer?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could definitely do that. It's not scary at all.
Yeah, I think first and foremost, I'm going to use
Doesn't make it better.
my major action to cast.
I'm just checking up on our Twitter. We've been retweeted quite a lot today because we did like a follow Friday, feature Friday thing.
Oh yeah.
So it's busy. And also our episode promo has been retweeted like 5 times, so that's nice.
Oh god, no stress, no pressure.
No.
Yeah, I'm going to cast heroic defense on
Adelina?
Adelina.
Addy.
That
Aid.
means that you are surrounded by 30 yards of protective force that stop all but the most devastating attacks. The subject gains a +5 bonus to defense and a +2 bonus to armor rating for a number of rounds equal to half your magic score, which means, do I round it up or down?
That's the round up.
Okay, that's 4 rounds.
Not bad.
And yeah. And then I turn towards the rats.
Oh.
And I say, and I tell them that you might want to reconsider, because if you turn around now, there is a chance that you'll survive.
Ooh, intimidate. It's like when someone is like, but that's more of a persuasion.
That's a very Valeth move.
No, it's a deception.
You don't actually believe in them.
No fucking way! He's bullshitting his ass off.
No bulls were harmed. No bulls were harmed in this shitting.
I've also forgot I can add my cunning to all my ranged attacks, so the crossbow should have done more damage.
But it's okay.
He did.
I don't know if you noticed, but your crossbow did enough damage.
Just for future reference.
That's a 13.
13?
Yeah.
Oof.
I rolled really badly.
It's okay. I mean, one of their guys just dropped dead. Maybe that helps.
That
And
should
four of them fell into the pit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
And they don't really know how many we are.
No. This is also true.
For added effect, I just summon my little wisp and have it swirl around my hand.
The two that are not in the pit, because the ones that are in the pit, you can actually hear them kind of like trying to untangle themselves from each other.
Yeah.
There's a lot of curse words going on. The two that are not in the pit are looking at each other and like, and the other ones like, I don't know, Rasa. They're going to continue talking about it, it seems. And they're not completely convinced. But the doubt has been placed. That leaves us with Adeline.
Okay.
Because right after you, there is going to be them. Now, currently what you're observing is everyone else has come to your rescue. 4 of them are in the pit, which is this hole in the ground which has just appeared. And you can hear like almost like this really wicked laugh coming from your left hand side. from the alleyway there. Sounds familiar. 2 of them have backed off away from this dust cloud, or this mud cloud that's appeared, and behind them, holding the crossbow, or rather, like, not holding the crossbow, 2 daggers in hands, crossbow on the ground, is the dwarf that seems to have ambushed them from behind. Which surprises you, actually. You panned her as someone who would have just left you for dead. And last but not least, behind you, coming up, is the mage. Might have not noticed he was a mage, but very obvious he's a mage now. These guys are looking like they're umming and ahhing about their life choices. Careful application of some violence may shift that, or you might just want to put them all down. No one's going to miss them.
I just realised, you know, intimidation is a strength focus.
It is. But I've used it several times with Valeth and she has nothing in strength.
I know, but you know,
It works.
God,
she looks like she has a lot of strength.
that is why intimidate is a strength in this game.
Yeah.
Because if you do it, you believe in it. You believe that you are that nasty, right? And that really depends on how nasty you really are. If you don't believe it and you're just doing it for show, then it's deceit. Because you're actually deceiving yourself. Oh, I got so deep.
Going to a dark place.
Okay, because I don't want to kill anyone, so
What?
You're a pacifist.
I'm
She's
a
a
soldier
warrior.
of the people. Why would I kill people?
These aren't people. They're criminals.
People, they live in my city.
I can't believe I'm
I know.
arguing.
Jesus.
You know what? I
Aw.
don't even know why I'm arguing with you
So
to kill
I'm
my
just
NPCs.
gonna stand there because I have this bliff or whatever from him that sort of make me look more dangerous. No, it
Just
makes me look.
feel probably
Yeah.
invigorated and
So.
stronger. And
I'm just gonna say, leave now. Believe me, House Trevelyan. Yeah, House Trevelyan will pay more, and they will make sure that we support you in city court. If you don't, it's gonna get real nasty for Raza. Yeah, we know all about you rats. So get away, skim away, hide inside your holes, and leave us be. Get it?
I'm just gonna roll a willpower check for myself. Nope, failing. Like, yeah, go and intimidate. Roll for it.
Could you get my soda? 19.
Oh, you know, Jesus.
It was a bad roll, but
Yeah.
Still pretty good.
God. I mean, I'm gonna have to give you one for +1 for RPG in that. I'm gonna have to, because that gave me the willies. It gave me the dicks. Because willies is just, it was funny in my head. Sure. God. Because of the great echo.
Chirping cats. Yes.
Chirping cats. Thank you.
All right. The 2 that were on your right there seem to look at the body that's on the floor with the exploded head, and one of them just kind of shakes his head and then runs. The one that was kind of trying to encourage him to stay runs as well. The ones in the pit don't get to hear much of this, so they're kind of still scrabbling to get out. And get out they do. 4 of them start scrabbling out in your direction. And that's like a minor action. With a major action, they're going to try and attack.
Alright, deals off. Well, it's not my fault that their people didn't tell the other people, so
Yeah.
deals off.
No honor amongst thieves.
Little one.
Just a little bit.
What's your defense, by the way? It's 16, isn't it? With a shield?
plus,
Yeah, 16
yeah,
with
plus,
shield, but I don't have the shield
5.
up.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
It's a +5 to defense.
Heroic.
Oh yeah. That's
Heroic defense.
Yeah. So my current
Bullshit!
current defense is 19.
Good luck.
This is why utility mages are really, really useful.
Until
We're
they
off
get
to a good
attacked.
start. Ladies and gentlemen, we were off to a good start. We already have a bullshit utility mage who makes anybody they want flipping +5 to their defense. And then, you know what? You get to start doing counters. This. Do you even have your shield on? Active?
No.
You don't need it.
No.
I
If
got
I
it
had-
covered.
If I had, my defense would be like 21.
It's like,
I'm gonna use this as a surfboard from now on.
it's like,
Okay,
you be
so-
my best friend.
Hey.
They all start coming at you with their knives, and although their blades are coming in, they just miss you. You're just standing there, and their blades are just
Just
going.
like, seriously.
Can I say, excuse me, if you just hit it a bit higher, you can actually play another note on my armor, and it will sound like beautiful music.
Mockery.
I'm sorry, girls in here.
There's a little bit of her in. No.
Can Lazarus just throw in a remark there? Do you need some cream for that burn?
I have an ointment.
I have some music sheets in my backpack. Need help?
Ho ho ho! Would you like some frost rock on that? Oh, son of a bitch.
We're
Okay,
the
so
Snark
that was
Squad.
assassination. Oh, sorry, hold on. No, one of them actually manages to catch you with his dagger, which doesn't get through your armor.
Lutrigim loves you.
Don't encourage her. Alright, back to Jarvia. Jarvia!
Jarvia.
Jarvia.
Oh god, is he doing it on purpose? Who knows? No one will ever know. We won't find the body.
The truth is,
Could
he
you
doesn't.
roll perception?
He's just that thick.
Perception. Alright.
You are not my favourite person right now.
I told you I'd get back to it.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
7, 8, 9. Nom nom.
14. Is it seeing, hearing, searching?
Sorry.
Is
What?
is it a specialty like seeing or hearing or
See.
seeing?
It's
Okay.
believing.
Because then it's 14, 16.
16?
Yeah.
Yeah. The person you just blew the head off was wearing a lot more tattoos and a lot more jewellery than the others.
So he was important.
Would explain why the others seem to be a bit less willpower since you blew off the head of their captain, or their gang leader.
All right. Is it my turn?
Yeah, you can still
Okay.
do something. I
All
just
right.
wanted to let you have the chance to know.
All right.
You just decided
Okay.
to
So
kill
what
him.
I'm going to do is I'm going to, once I notice this, I'm just going to be like, hey, you know, I did take out your boss in one hit. Imagine what I'm going to do with the rest of you.
Yeah, you want to roll intimidate for that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
These guys in this pit, you know, they've gotten out of it, and then they're suddenly getting sassed up everywhere they go.
7, 8, 9. That's just a 10. So.
Yeah.
No, wait. 12.
It's like, you know, like a 21, 19 here going on, and usually.
Dice drop.
I'm sorry, this doesn't normally happen, I swear.
All the time.
Yo! Damn.
Do you know how many times I've had to edit out of the podcast? Oh, I dropped my dice. Hang on. So many times. I have lost count.
You should do a compilation of die dropping.
You're gonna end up not
Okay, I'm gonna
finding
do
the
as
other one.
Tonya.
Actually,
Yeah.
oh my god!
I love how Rick always complains about us going off on tangents.
I don't. I complain.
Come on.
Oh my god! If you all do it, I'll get sucked in. Right, so that's gonna be Gaffy.
Yeah.
You're gonna make another pit in the pit.
But nothing happened? Did my intimidation work or not?
Bollocks! No, 12. Come
Yeah.
on. Playing the upper stakes now.
Had to ask.
Okay.
It was your voice. Your voice was way too
So I
jazzy.
will position myself so I will catch those. What was that for? In my flame blast. Ooh, because it's
I support this message.
They're all tired, looking at the warrior, kind of gathered up,
Yeah,
kind of
I'm
whispering what to do.
Yes, and I'm going to go like, hey, watch. And I hit, yeah, it's easy, yeah. So,
Gaffy's turning into a little murder machine. He's not even using
Murder
any power yet.
hobo.
Murder boy.
Alright.
Murder
gaffer.
boy.
Actually, I think the chat has already addressed this.
What?
Um,
That's bad.
let's see.
We don't need to chat anymore, do we?
They don't take a lot of
Where is
damage,
it?
but it will hurt still, so it's like 4. Or is it plus something?
Usually it
Oh, yeah.
isn't.
If it's a low power
Magic.
like that, Flame Blast might.
Northrath writes, I'm really curious about the uprising of the uprising boss Gaff. He's working up a grown-up attitude and thinking, apart from the irrational, well, tendencies. And then later on, Litrogen says, surely Boss Gaffy is the gaffer.
So yeah, well it's
Yeah.
it's flame from the side on all 4.
Yeah.
Even though it doesn't really hurt him, it still stings.
There's like 4 damage each. Yeah.
It might be enough to intimidate.
I mean,
Yeah, it might be
usually don't
intimidating.
you don't
roll
get
a double?
fire in your face every day.
I don't remember.
It's like, you're fired!
Wow. It's going to be like mockery on all
Well,
sides.
the funny thing is, one of them was wounded from a certain dwarf's dagger. So the one in front of you catches fire and starts screaming as his hair and face melts off. But he takes the majority of the blast. The others get singed and burnt, so their eyebrows go missing, and one of their ears starts to wilt a bit. So they're not happy now. That was painful. They have that kind of mewling scream that that certain people can do when they've been burned. You know, it's the same kind of thing that receptionists do when you ask them how their careers are going. I'm sorry. Anyway, that was a bad one. Lass! Hey, utility mage.
Yes,
It is your turn.
it is I.
Do not
I
make
am not Leclerc.
Buff. Just call him Buffy.
Yeah.
But
I'm gonna try again. It's like, so have you had enough now, or are you ready for round 2?
technically it'd be around 3.
And yes, that's a lot better. 18. And it's a double.
Yeah, they go. Oh my word. The elves as a whole decide to pack up and leave. One of them tries to see if his friend is still alive, but accidentally peels a bit of skin off and realizes he's been burned to death. The smell is terrible, by the way. You might get used to this, but the others don't. The smell of burnt flesh. It's kind of sticks in the back of your nose.
Yeah.
Suddenly you're left alone with the burning corpse.
Kick it into the pit.
Kick, roll, smack. Schmick. Straight back into the pit.
Buried.
Jarvia's just gonna pick up her crossbow and is like, alright, see you at the inn. Laters.
Yes.
Oh god.
And then she just runs off.
Also-
Oh maker. Oh maker. Oh. Yeah. Lazarus just throws up in the pit.
I'm
nice.
just gonna, go by you, pet your shoulder, and I'm just gonna say like, yeah, this is your first time around, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll get used to it.
You'll get used to it,
Says the 12-year-old.
but you will. I'm sorry to say, but the smell of this is gonna stick with you forever. But it's not gonna be as bad the next time.
You won't eat chicken for a while.
Pork, actually, I would say.
Now all you can think of is that this burnt elf in front of you must taste like chicken. Can I just reiterate? You're not helping. Don't wink at me.
Gosh.
How very dare.
Poor Lazarus. Poor Lazarus.
He's a
Where's
po
Kath?
boy. He'll get
Yeah.
over it.
Keth is Keth is sitting next to Trinket. He's
Trinket.
as in a forgotten NPC. He's
Well,
like,
we
He's
do
sitting
have
there.
a bear somewhere.
Yeah. You do actually have a grey warden bear somewhere. Again, I forgot about him. He's now dubbed. What's a synonym for a trinket? Gadget? No. Doodad. He's called Doodad.
Tchotchke.
Thingamabob.
Thingamabob. Thingamabob. Yeah.
Okay.
We are
Bob
the
is
words.
short.
Stop
Yeah.
it! I'm bringing up some info, okay?
JK.
Christ.
I mean, and he kind of wipes his mouth. I was bullshitting through my teeth, but you guys.
We've seen worse. Way worse. I have at least.
I need some water.
Water is at the inn.
Yeah.
You gonna be okay walking by yourself? Or do you need support?
Well, he's not hurt. Are you
No,
hurt?
No.
No.
Just emotionally?
You're 12?
Yeah!
Well,
So
actually, he just had his birthday though earlier, didn't he?
No, he just mentioned that it would be his birthday soon.
Right.
Mm.
Yeah. So still 12.
Yeah, I'm 13 soon though.
Hmm.
I'm a pretty decent big boy.
Indeed.
You need to start doing that more. Not less, but more. This is so annoying.
Right.
I just realised my notes on the Unbreachable have been corrupted.
Oh
no.
Oh no.
But if people want to know more about the Unbreachable, they can just go back in the podcast and listen to one of the episodes because it is described in 2 separate episodes.
Yes.
So.
Adelina probably noticed when she was like holding him, like he's shaking like fuck.
I'm just gonna give you my best tips because I've been a soldier my whole life, basically. So I'm just gonna give you like I've probably seen this happening with newcomers before.
Giving him a pep talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I personally don't know what to say, but Adelina does. So.
Yes. He calms down substantially.
Yeah.
And like,
Can I just
Gotcha.
can I just do like a willpower, morale, or faith?
Yeah, you have
Throw.
leadership.
Leadership, yeah.
Use it.
While trying to pep
Sure.
talk him to
That's
not
a great
shake
idea.
or shit his pants.
Hmm. That's it.
That's not
So basically, it's like the trick to not shit in your pants, right? You're listening. It's very important. Don't
you have
The
leadership
trick is
then.
Yeah, I know.
So
Keep it in.
Squeeze your butt
It's
cheeks.
13.
spin. Oh god.
It's 13 on my leadership roll to inspire.
Stand on your hands. Okay, cool. Your way to the Unbreachable is clear, as far as you can tell.
Yeah.
Although you get the sudden feeling that you're being followed by a lot of shadows in the back. In fact, more than that, you can hear the rustling of heavy plate mail in the distance because everything's so quiet. What with the population in their own homes, and the complete absence of not only of the population but also of the hussars and the town guard, who seem to be just absent, completely missing. But you do hear the shuffling of armour down the road. You can't see them quite yet.
We shouldn't be here.
Let's move then.
Further up the road, when you actually exit the alienage and you're coming into more of the trade areas, across from the courtyard is the ever prominent figurehead of the Unbreachable, which some of you have been to. I expect everyone's visited it at some point. The Unbreachable, as you know, is has been constructed supposedly from all the siege materials, from the siege weapons that failed to breach the walls of Ostwick. Essentially, lots of planks of wood nailed together, the nails removed carefully from trebuchets and other types of siege materials that the Kunari created, which to this day not even the dwarves can figure out. That said, the place is pretty damn impressive. It takes up 3 floors. Even got ironworks that makes it very formidable as defensible places go. You actually figure that one out. This place is pretty damn defensible if you need to hang on there. As you're approaching the bar, there is no doorman. However, Alessio, the owner of the place, is currently looking over the courtyard, and he's like, and starts trying to close the big siege doors of the building. Do you run to try and get to the door before he closes it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Run, bitches!
Yep.
Ooh, that's a very good one.
Thank you for that tidbit, Ingy. Not sure if it's relevant right now, but
Huh?
the information you sent to me.
Yeah.
I don't know whether I can use it right now.
No,
But,
that's fine.
21.
21. Oh shit! Forget everyone else. Gaffy sprints across the courtyard, almost cracking up the concrete under the sheer Jedi power style running. You don't know whether it's his pure edgelord rage or whether it's magic. Could be both. But you reach the door just as he's about to close it. Put your your armored foot into the doorway. Care to say anything of choice?
Step away from the door.
It's only Alessio, so I'm not going to make you roll for it. He goes white in the face and then takes a step back.
Open the door.
Yep. It's a heavy door. It's not that heavy. You don't have much problems with it, but Alessio seems to have some trouble. You open it up. Inside is all the lights, all the candles and everything have been snuffed out, so it's very dark inside. No one else is there. He seems to have closed up shop early. He's panting a bit, looking around the room. It's like, you shouldn't be here. You shouldn't be here. You're going to get us all of us killed.
Who's all of us? You?
Mostly me, said I.
Run.
I'm not going to run and leave my business. Are you crazy?
Do you really think you're
What?
gonna have this business for long?
Excuse me?
With all the Red Templars in the city?
There are Red Templars in the city of Ostwick.
Yes.
Unthinkable.
Have we
the truth.
caught up with them, or?
He just sees the rest of you. Oh, what is this? Some kind of Elysian joke?
Keep your voice down.
What language is these?
He seems to have a bit of a mix of a Ravani Antivan come Free Marcher accent.
I'm closing the door behind us.
What's no?
Lazarus throws some sort of a come, let us in phrase in Antivan. In fluent Antivan.
It sounds like he's just spoken snake tongue.
No, because my dad he deals
shit.
with Antivan merchants.
Sorry. I didn't mean to appropriate. No, I can't say like that. I didn't mean to just. I didn't know that. Don't blame me. I just work here.
New character.
Yeah, right. New character. Who dis?
I don't know it, but I know it's Antivan.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say, Gary?
Keep your voices down, please. They are looking for us.
They, as in more than one.
As in dozens.
Maybe we should head into the establishment.
Oh, Gaffy, my little friend, what have you done now? He goes up to the door and starts turning some metal twists. Cogs and such start moving, and the door locks. It's very easily distinguishable that this is a dwarven lock that's been installed. Yeah?
He says in Antivan.
He looks at you warily across the room, no, not across the room, like just over his shoulder. I do not know who you are, Monsieur, but I do not like that you know this lingo.
What are you saying?
He is speaking to me in not only my mother tongue, but also the dialect of the village to which I was brought up in.
Do please keep it in trade, so we all can listen.
Oh God, I love that phrase. Keep it in trade, yeah? Some of us are trying to listen. I love it.
It was a
Very
very
good.
good
I'm
turn
merely
of
telling
phrase.
him I can help out with that. And I cast a glyph of sealing on the door. Also,
Well, you
I'm
start
not
chanting.
there. Just saying. Yeah.
Yeah, well, you'll have to excuse my pessimism. I don't know you that well.
That's fine. We all have our secrets.
I don't. I'm sorry, I don't. I have no secrets. I have a bar. I have an establishment to look after, and every time one of you turns up, I have to go and pay backhands to gang.
Unless you want to be gagged, keep your voice down.
That is a joke here, I'm sure, but I'm not feeling very humorous right now. I need to-
I'm merely concerned with your establishment and your well-being. Aren't
Oh.
you? If the Red Wardens the Red Templars, find us here, you don't have anything to go home to, and you would not be here.
I need a drink. He goes over to where his bar is. Lots and lots of flasks of different vintages. Gets up on a little stool, goes to the top shelf, pulls a sheer black bottle from the top, and pours himself a little bit, and then pours himself a lot. Slams the bottle down.
Can I just try to greet him? I guess that I know probably like to say hello in like Gebrocken and Steven.
Gebrocken, really? Sure, yes you do.
Broken.
Yeah, broken and human.
And I'm just like saying to him that if this city gets run over, you need to look after yourself. The best thing you can do is either choose to be loyal to your city, or you can try to surrender and be neutral. Either way, you have a choice to make.
Yeah.
Look, I guess House Trevelyan, if you try to survive, and you try to be true to the city, House Trevelyan will be on your side, because we will know that you gave us aid if you decide to aid us and let us hide here for a little bit, and you don't tell anyone that we have been here. We are willing to look away if you decide to keep this establishment open, as long as you make it a safe way for, people in need.
You're Adelina.
Yes.
I recognize you. You may not remember this, but I was in Lothering when you came through.
What do you mean?
You survived the Battle of Denham, yes?
Yeah.
I was well, after the battle with all of the plague and such from the surrounding the bodies. I was coming from Lothering, and I recall seeing you on the road. You have a light in your eye now.
Are you referring to my disability?
Oh no. Oh, Monsieur, no, I apologize. But you have life now. This defending your city, your house, it's given you a spark. Something which I may have lost over the years of being fat and impotent. When I say impotent, I mean of course not doing anything, not doing anything else. It is like, shut up! Stop looking at me! Anyway. Oh. I think there should be more people like you in the world, and less people like me.
Well, we all have our demons on our backs. And right now I have my nephew up in the tower, and yeah, I'm pretty stressed out that my family's not gonna survive this, so
In a tower.
yeah.
Oh, the circle.
Yeah.
There's
You're in town? Oh my god.
There's a clash bang wallop upstairs. The sound of something falling on a table, large and heavy.
I'm running up.
Are you armed?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. There is a figure lying on the table.
Leclerc?
No,
It's her.
It would have been magical, but
no. It's actually Keth, who everyone forgot about again.
You locked him out! I figured he was on /follow. We would never lock
No,
him
this
out.
is much more funnier. However, now that I kind of wish it was Leclerc, because I'd be like, I helped myself.
that would have been magical.
I wanted to defend everyone from a point of power, but that point of power was alcoholism. No, it's Keth. He's panting. It looks like he's just fallen through the window after scaling the side of the building.
Seriously, dude?
The door was pretty damn locked.
But why would... Did you fall asleep?
I don't know. I think I got lost. I've never been good for directions.
But you were right behind. Never mind. Come with me.
I'm good here, thank you. I'm really...
I'm going to drag you if you're not coming.
Oh, you're freakishly strong. I'm going to get up now. There's a creak because some of his armor plating has been kind of like moving against each other. So there's like a kind of noise. Oh.
Does he look wounded?
No, he just looks tired. He comes downstairs. Everyone's like, "How the fuck did you get up there?" Yeah, of course the door's locked, and yeah, sealed. Thanks for that. That was great. I'm just gonna sit down here. Hey, Alessio. Master Keth, I did not think that you would be here as well. How is Valeth? You know, captured. I've gotta go and rescue her, I guess.
She's abducted.
Abducted, kidnapped, captured. There are lots of words for her situation. Good is not one of them.
Same as Firil.
She's alive though. That's something.
Yeah. Hopefully Firil is too.
Firil? Oh, I don't know. Firil's always getting herself into trouble, but
She's
always
also very good at getting out of it. So don't you dare, or I'll punch your mouth in.
Oh god.
To self.
I'm just gonna he picks up the bucket from the floor and then puts the bucket over his head. And starts talking inside the bucket.
He's afraid he's gonna throw up.
Well, he's afraid of the punch.
Oh wait, Riora should not draw that.
She just said, "Am I the only one who feels bad for Keth?" And
Yes,
Lumberjack
apparently.
says, "No."
I don't count.
It's like one of those, I'm gonna punch you in the mouth. Oh yeah? Try it now.
I cast Glyph of Sealing.
No! Somebody draws a face on the bucket.
Oh, poor man.
Oh no.
Oh, in the time of crisis, it's good to have a sense of humour. Now get this bucket off my head.
But is he very clearly a Templar?
He still has the armour style of a Templar, although the iconage has been altered.
Okay. Yeah.
It just has the wings, it doesn't have the sword.
Okay.
Yes.
As you know, the sword represented the sword of Malafath.
Matharath.
Matharath. It's a mouthful. Who allegedly slew.
What?
What the hell?
What?
It's just the word slew.
Slew.
It's the right usage though.
Yeah, but it's just funny.
Yeah.
It's a funny word.
Correct.
Anyway. Yeah, he slew the divine while she was burned at the cross. Sorry, burned at the cross. Burned at the stake in Tevinter. So he kind of decided that sword was a bit meh. I took it off.
Alright.
So how does Adeline look? Again, she's tall, but like
She's tall. She's muscled, I guess. She's like
I think I forgot your description.
Big woman.
she's a big woman. Like she's been trained in the military all her life, basically, and she has black hair, curled and braided. She has one blue and one brown eye.
Oh.
She's not very feminine
Very
looking.
groovy
sit-
mutation.
Yeah. No, she's not very like typically feminine looking. She's
No.
more
She's a
Brianna
warrior,
Tarth?
grizzled warrior kind of type.
yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Very well.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
We should probably use the sewers to get out of the city then. If you're not here, they cannot destroy this place. Huh?
Unless they have some device to track us and they know we've been here.
So, you're planning to leave Ostwick?
You should. Places can be rebuilt. Lives cannot.
Cat's
Well-
like, did that behemoth touch any of you? Like,
Yeah.
Oh dear.
So we can't wait here for long.
No. No, we shouldn't. We're being tracked.
Mm-hmm.
I look at my leg. Is it like
How?
visible that he has touched me?
Is this magic?
Of a sort. Yeah.
Taint.
Can we dispel it? Can we try?
It's essentially that he's looking at his armor, whereas the dent was. I can sense that there is a bit of corruption. Not a fatal kind, just enough. He's probably tracking that.
He touched my leg too, and I kind of show it.
He looks at it. Does anyone have arcane set? You two, actually.
Yeah.
You guys are mages. Roll a perception and add +2 since you're a mage.
Where sense red lyrium when you need it.
I got something better.
Just perception?
+2 since you're a mage.
17.
+2?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's 17.
Two things you notice. What did you get, sorry?
17.
Yeah, excellent. Two things you notice. One, you actually, now that you look at the leg as well, you notice that there is in fact a marker on it where the armor's been crunched. There is like you can almost see a heat wave. Like, you know, when heat touches air, it makes the air
Yeah.
waft like that, radiating from that piece of armor. Which is very unusual. You can actually see the distortions where the creature had touched you. Don't look like that. You like wish it.
Ew.
Yeah, it's icky. You also notice that Keth's eyes are, well, they're bright luminescent blue and white. And there is like a crackling of power that's kind of just lacing itself around his eyes. It's not visible to anyone else, but you're seeing it through your arcane perception, so to speak. Just as you notice it, it's gone.
Cass,
Hmm?
be honest.
I'm always honest.
Are you quite alright?
Yeah, I feel fine. All things considered. Out of breath. I think I need to get some training done.
There's something the matter with your eyes. Something. A power radiating from it. Blue?
Well, it's my favourite colour. I'll give you that, but
So
Blue
this
and
isn't
white.
normal for him.
No. Absolutely. I haven't seen it before.
Alessio moves from beside Keth over to your side of the table, with still bottle in hand. What is this? Are we killing him now? I don't think that's a good idea.
Hold on.
Can I
Can we
examine
just
you?
not kill people right now?
Yeah, go ahead. Just, don't stab me with anything. I have a fear of needles.
I won't stab you with a needle. Don't
Well,
worry.
That narrows down everything sharp you're carrying, like your wit. Very well.
Can I just, I'm yeah.
Sure, you're going to do an investigation. At +2 because it's you using your arcane perception. If you want to, by the way, Bookworm.
Yeah,
you
I would
can
like
try and use
to.
law.
No, I would like to roll observation or like
Sure.
perception because I have observation.
Sure. What are you observing exactly?
Keth
Investigation?
and his mannerisms, the way he talks.
It would be
and-
communication,
Sure.
investigation.
Yeah, I know, but really communicate?
Did I say that? No, I didn't.
No, it's
Investigation is under communication.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
yes.
No, you're quite right. It's investigation's a bit of a strange one because it comes up in all these different RPGs under different attributes.
Yeah.
We're looking at something which means that you get to look at something over a period of time. Which one is that now?
Research?
Heraldry
specifically.
research.
I'm gonna have to slot it under perception.
Searching?
Searching could work if it's under perception.
Yeah.
Yeah, searching or seeing.
So perception and +2 because
You're a mage. Magey.
That's good.
it's good too.
14.
I don't. It's 14.
Plus 2, 4.
4 total. Plus this
18.
plus 2. So yeah, 18.
18.
18, nice. Ingrid?
Yeah, that was the skill that we talked about, changing the way it works.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of talents in this game which are
Yeah.
very contextual, as in very rarely used. There's a reason
Yeah.
why I avoid them when creating NPCs.
I think we said that it was just a flat +2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It stacks with the normal one as well.
Yeah.
If you're going to waste a point on a talent, you might as well get
So
something out
that's
of it.
19
Nice.
in
Okay.
perception.
First off, I'll start with you. You notice that his... Actually, no, because you were observing. His mannerisms are, in the whole, very calm. He isn't seemingly suffering from any battle trauma. His adrenaline isn't kind of ebbing off like the other warrior. His mannerisms isn't... He isn't in himself. He isn't withdrawn or alert. He just seems very chill. He's just kind of looking around like he's...
Do I also notice what he's fiddling with?
Oh yeah, everyone's noticed that. He keeps
Yeah.
fiddling with this piece of jewellery around his
Yeah.
neck.
Okay.
And what you notice is that there is power. Seems to be emanating from that piece of jewellery, but is now also emanating from him. Templars have an inherent magical ability of a sort. It's a lesser known form of magic because it's essentially anti-magic almost. But with him, it's something different. There is a lot going on in here, like this very quiet storm, and every now and then it emits from his eyes, and this almost like a flash of lightning outside of a window. But it doesn't seem violent. It seems calm, tranquil almost. If you didn't know any better, you'd say he was possessed by a spirit. Kind of. It seems difficult.
This Valeth. What is she?
Excuse me?
Valeth.
She's my fiancée, that's what she is. Mind your manners.
I'm
She's
sorry.
not only your fiancée, she's much more.
It only really gets to me when a
think-
12-year-old speaks like you do.
I think that some of her powers, or rather past powers, might have rubbed off on you.
Past.
I will not go into details.
He looks down at the trinket. Well, actually, you probably mean essence. Oh my crap.
The only time I've seen anything like this was during a spirit possession.
Excuse me?
Not a demon possession, but
Good?
a spirit possession.
Right. That's not the same then, right?
You
No.
have a piece of her spirit.
No. Essence. Oh my god, there it is again. Take his breath. Would you please stop looking at me?
No, it's fascinating.
Fascinating. At the very least, you could try and stab me. I can deal
Why?
with that. Just staring is just so...
I'm terribly sorry. I need to note this down.
You hear from behind you a...
That's why you're so calm, because
Oh,
you actually,
perfect for
without
children.
knowing, you know that Valeth is okay.
Of course she
She's
is.
safe.
Yeah, I know she's dreaming right now.
Good.
Oh.
You know what? You might be work as compass. I'm sure of it. We'll figure it out.
So what you're saying is that you can actually feel this Valeth right now.
This Valeth? This Valeth is a very beautiful little lady, and I would have you not call her this Valeth or anything
I
otherwise.
believe you. You don't have to go all defense on me. Sorry for the sass. That was not the problem.
No, I love it. You're acting out the fact that you don't know shit about this character. I love it.
Look.
This is useful.
All I know is that my objective is to find Valeth and talk to her because she is, according to Lady Esme, the leader of this Inquisition or this branch of the Inquisition, which I am going to talk to figure out
Inquisition?
all the...
Yes, we're a cell of the
I
Inquisition.
am, and Cass here, we're members of the Inquisition.
Hello. We're called the Kestrels cell. It's a fancy name.
Yeah, but first off, we should get rid of this corruption.
Right, so
Clapping.
you're not with
Huh?
the Templars then?
Oh no!
Your shin,
Fade in the ass now.
either you should remove it, or I will try to dispel it and see if I can remove that mark.
Can't we just burn it and then
Just
I'll
take
put it
the
on again?
take the plate off.
Yeah, take the
Yeah.
shin off.
I'm taking it off.
Taking it off.
Don't look!
That ankle, yo.
Hot stuff.
And you, Kath,
Yes.
you have something on you too. You should get rid of it.
Oh, he's taken it off already. He did that earlier.
Oh,
Can I
hate it
ask?
when you're like
The guy who works here, what's his name?
that. Alessio.
Alessio?
Yes.
This establishment, isn't it some sort of a, what you would basically call a military museum? Do you have any spare plates, decorations that I can, exchange to this?
He looks at the shin guard. Oh, my fairest damsel. I'm going to show you something that will get you very excited. Follow me! He starts going across to the bar area, and then you hear this clink, 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 thunk, and then the door.
And you can just hear her say, like, I do have 3 sisters. I do know innuendo when I hear it, and it's not working. That's like...
Oh, dear.
Also, I have to say that the chat has been like really like, what is going on? Kath is too calm. I don't understand that necklace. What is going on with that? It's like a full-on
Beautiful.
conspiracy theory chat going on here. It's magical.
That's good.
You're gonna have to wait like everyone else.
That's good.
Mysteries abound. By the way, Alessio actually is a bit of a stout man. He's got his hair is fading here, but he has a very long coming down. He's basically one of those guys who ignores the fact that maybe he should just cut it all off and be bald and beautiful. Nope, he has this crown which has all this like lanky dark hair which comes down. However, he's done this amazing little ponytail with it. So he's doing the best he can. Also, he likes the old Antivan style of having very thick eyeliner. So he looks very fashionable with his very large, collar as well, which is overly large. Think Varric. It's a Varric style of clothing with the big hair. No, thankfully no jewellery, that's way too much.
Oh, he
Only-
reminds me of my father.
Right, only porn stars and...
Jeez.
Sorry, I was about to say the gold chain is what I was going with that. Yeah, anyway, moving swiftly on. As you're talking about innuendo, his head pops up and he looks at you and goes... And then goes back down again. At which point, this huge hatch flops over and crashes to the other side.
And just for the podcast, he winks at her.
Yeah, he winked.
Wink, wink.
He winks audibly. And then he picks up his bottle, turns up. Ladies, gents, and possessed knights. Hey! Shh! Please enter the basement of the Unbreachable. The most unbreachable part of the city. And I seem to have picked up the wrong bottle. And he goes downstairs. You can hear him taking 3 steps. 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1.
As you all
I
disappear,
think
you hear a knock at the door. Like, hey, is there anyone in there?
Can you climb in?
I think we found the perfect spouse for Leclerc.
There's a knock at the door, guys.
Yeah, I don't know what you heard.
Yeah. Oh, well, and you said, can you climb around? And I'm
I
like,
said-
yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
you said, yeah. Yeah, sure, no problem.
And then you hear a thunk from the second floor.
Oh.
She's probably like, someone's actually damaged that table.
Yeah.
The table you land on has already been damaged.
Yeah.
So when you land on it, it damages it even further, and all 4 legs collapse.
Yeah.
And it's like a thunk. Smash!
It's the, I'm okay! I'm okay!
And
Your
please
table isn't though!
What
Your voice
time of
down.
day is it now?
It's now nighttime. It's becoming dark.
Okay.
Hello!
Hey.
No, it is now dark, basically.
Yep.
So, when you get down, everyone's gathered up, and you all realise that there is a secret trapdoor into the basement of the Unbreachable.
Ooh.
And down this hallway, where he's actually started lighting sconces as he goes along, is this. It seems like he's discovered some old part of the city built underneath the Unbreachable. And as you go down, the air changes flavour. It starts to smell like, well, dirt and poop, strangely. And you hear this.
Is it nugs?
Oh my god.
Hundreds of them. There are nugs in rather large pens, covering what can only be described as this some sort of underground stocking warehouse that's been forgotten about. This place must have been. The only thing you can think of is that this place must have been like some sort of underground warehouse to stock supplies. Maybe what?
Is it a nug fur farm?
It is not a nug fur farm. No,
They
no, no.
don't have
It's, judging
Nug
from the
skin
huge
farm.
circle in the centre of the room, it has to be a nug fighting pit. And there is one very drunk establishment owner who is walking past all of them. He's also picking up food and putting it into the pens, like that. and
For
they're
the
walking-
record,
Yep.
Lutrajan just said somebody ought to close that window. This place isn't very unbreachable. It's been breached twice.
For flavor's sake, I probably closed the window behind me.
Yeah, it's like somebody should close this window. Click. Bloody obvious point.
Yeah.
It looks like somebody had opened it with his head.
It's a little dented. Yeah.
There's actually a dented Templar helm on the floor.
I just take the broken table and just put the tabletop against the window, so it'll be sturdier.
And now I really
SMRT.
want to do a zombie apocalypse episode for Halloween.
That would have been fun. But yeah, so we're in the basement in the pug fighting pit area.
The pug
Moving
fighting.
through.
No, pug nug.
pug.
No. Pugs versus nugs.
It's
Who will
terrible
win?
either way.
Nug life in the middle of the street.
Lazarus kind of lights up a little with all these nugs around, and he starts petting one. Or
You know, I
tries-
used to shoot
tries
these and sell them for their skins back in Orzammar.
That's terrible.
I know Luna.
It was a living.
I know Luna used to make pouches out of this.
Yes, that's
She
true.
told me.
Rat pouches too.
Mm.
I don't know this,
Who's
but
Luna?
I have no idea.
Ali, I think.
So, yeah, you like my establishment here, yes? This is why we are very neutral, you see. Because between the Carter and the alley rats, and of course the town guard, this is where everybody will come together, work out the differences over an ale, and bet on some fighting nugs.
Right.
Which is hilarious. They are too weak to kill each other. Which means I will never make losses. It is the perfect caper, although it is strangely illegal. I can go into the street and murder someone and pay and get away with it, but I cannot have nug fighting. It's insanity.
So, what you're saying is that you put 2 nugs in the pit and they snuggle.
No. They try and kill each other. And
And
then
they
one,
get hurt.
one of them will start crying and they will fall over.
Okay, that doesn't sound too bad, but
It is perfect.
Well, you know, I have a solution for this. If you drug one of them,
Yes.
no.
it will fall over. I know, but with a sleeping draught or something, you know, and that would make the fight shorter, and it would seem like someone actually won, and then you can, you know, bet on yourself. Easy money.
See, this is thoughts like this would get me killed. R.I.P. me. So, this is why I brought you down here, though. Follow me. He leads to the back of the whole hallway. There is a room which is within the room, like a partitioned area. Not unlike the one in Equine House. Which probably makes you feel sad thinking about it. Going up to the door, he goes very close to the door and whispers something into the wood. You hear a latch click. I also have some friends in Foxhole. You see, turns the knob and opens the door. Inside, all the sconces catch fire on their own.
Ooh, that's fancy.
Hey, right? I paid him quite a dime for that. I am very fancy.
Who did you pay?
I cannot say.
Oh, it's a secret. I get it.
No, I do not know his name.
Oh.
Very
That's bad. You always have to keep names of your connections.
Really?
Well, you should.
We should talk. I need a secretary. Yes. He goes into the room. You follow?
Yeah.
Yep.
Inside this room is an armory.
That was a bit rude, wasn't it?
There
A
are
little bit.
racks of
Secretary.
armour which have been polished, kept in good nick, and are from every era from right to the founding of Ostwick.
I'm gonna throw a military lore, and I'm gonna just pick out things and go Valeth style. Only that she does it with architecture. I'm gonna do it with the military things.
Valeth's an architecture person. Oh yeah, she is.
yeah.
Now that I think it's completely accidental.
Yeah, it
Because only
was
ever those
totally
roles, but yeah.
accidental, and
Valeth.
then it's a thing now.
She's got a master's degree in architecture.
17.
17. Cool. You realise that your own personal armour is a descendant of what seems to be the third generation of when the free marchers actually took the Tevinton armour and shaped it so it was more usable in urban combat, which is where they excelled. Everything from the blight, which nearly took through Kirkwall and Ostwick, right upwards, fits your armour immaculately. It's a different colour, so you're a bit odd sod here and there, but the quality of the metal, it's survived, it's been polished seemingly every night. And yeah, you're in heaven right now. This is like Christmas shopping. If it wasn't for all the tragedy that's been surrounding you, this would be a good day.
No, this is the first time you actually, if you look closely, Adelina will be like, oh
Aww.
yeah, smiling.
Should I do a roll for like contacts and stuff just to see what I was able to, spread
Yes.
the word for the rest of the guys? And
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Could you check in the book what the contacts thing says for novice?
Oh, you need to have a specific contact to talk to.
Yeah, but
She
I
does.
have a Carta contact,
Yeah.
That wasn't very good. That's 6 plus. What would it be? Communication? Or.
You can attempt to make a contact out of an NPC with a successful communication persuasion test.
Yeah, it's just like nested with that Templar that you fell for.
But I already have this contact. I mean, if it's a Carta liaison, that's within my organization. That's
It's quite right.
So that's
Contacts,
no.
the talent contacts is
Was
used
it-
to.
yeah, to get
Novice?
new contacts. Yeah. So this would just be like an investigation, probably.
No,
Yes.
but you have master contacts, or is it just
No, it's
novice?
just a novice.
Okay, then you
It'll be
won't,
investigation then.
then
Yeah.
they won't do you much.
No. So that's 6 plus 5. That's 11, 12, 13.
13. What were you trying to find out? What were you trying to spread?
Well, I was telling my contact that if they see some Red Wardens or Templars or people looking lost in the sewers, they should, help them out. They're not enemies or anything. They're just lost.
Cool.
And then, if anyone could try to figure out where the Draconian was going. Or if they could give me a name to someone who might know where the Draconian was going.
There you go. Just send information to your
Cool.
phone. It's a bit of a tough one with any GMs might know about this, but sometimes it's better to actually give the information to the players so they can relate it in their own character's way. That way, you don't end up hearing your voice too much on a podcast.
All right. Okay, so basically, while you're going all geek out on the armor thing, she's gonna be like, so, I spread the word. Your guys should probably be safe out of the sewers at some point. As soon as they get picked up, should be fine. And also, I know this guy who knows a guy who's a really big deal, and he apparently knows that the Draconian is going south. Wasn't more specific than that, but south.
Like to Ferelden?
Yeah, it might be Ferelden. I mean, if that is the most, can I roll like a knowledge something to see if that would be, a logical place for a ship to go if it was going
Yeah,
south?
but you're going to be at -2. You're not only a dwarf, but you're not really see.
Can I make a roll.
Mariner. You probably could, actually. You would know the docks since you've been working for.
Routes.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, it's more likely that you would get that.
double.
So I'll just say, I don't know. It could be.
And that would be cunning, right?
Yes.
Would it be cultural law?
No.
No. Okay.
I have engineering and natural lore. Those are
Research.
Traps in the woods, yo. Research?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool.
One of your many books in your backpack.
19.
19. There are actually some islands between Ostwick and the majority of Ferelden. If it's going for an official route, it would go to Redcliffe or the Storm Coast if it's not.
Yeah.
Both of those, as you know, are now under the purview of the Inquisition, especially after the Inquisitor freed the mages. What isn't under anyone's purview right now are the bandit-ridden islands, just in the estuary, the crest of that river. That's the logical choice. It's not 100% sure, but you're willing to put money on it. See what I mean? It's better if she related that.
So, since you're with the Inquisition, it's not likely that the ship would go to Redcliffe or anywhere else near Inquisition areas. So the islands would be our best guess.
What islands?
The ones south of here, in between here and Ferelden.
Huh. Maybe.
That would be.
There are some islands.
Do I have names for them?
You do. I'm just going to find it for you now.
So Firil would be there, though. That's what you're saying, most likely on one of these islands.
If the ship is going south, that is the most likely conclusion I can come to. Unless they're taking a massive detour to shake someone off or something, and then going back north up along the coast and towards God knows where.
Antiva or Tevinter.
Yeah, Ravane.
I don't know.
Oh, Ingrid. Yeah,
So,
message.
Jeff,
Yes?
you wouldn't happen to have an inkling as to which direction Valeth is?
No.
Would you feel it if you traveled? Would you feel closer or more away, do you think?
No.
No.
Well, I don't know.
Have you considered if you could, feel her essence, can she feel yours?
I don't know.
Could you? Because you said that you could feel her sleeping.
Yeah. It's really hard to describe.
Do you think that she would feel you when you're sleeping? Could you like enter a state of lucid dreaming and actually send her messages?
Well, technically speaking, the fate is, if nothing else, made up of the dreams of mortals and everyone but dwarfs. Oh gosh, I hate it when that happens. Oh, I possibly could.
Here it is.
I suppose.
Lazarus has been leafing through his book again.
I mean, if I was asleep.
Yeah.
Well, there's Brandle's Reach, but that's desolate and littered with raiders and pirates, so
Brandle's Reach.
you wouldn't want to go there. And then there's Alma, the city of Alma, sorry, on the isle just south of it.
What's that kind of? Can I do like a historical lore check to see if I know anything about these places? Oh jeez, why did I roll so crap? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
13. It's a barbarian hellhole. No one goes there.
And
There's nothing there.
And I have lore, so if it's successful, I get extra info.
It's lawless.
Yeah.
Alamar is lawless.
Yeah. It's both either pirates or barbarians is not really like it's pest or cholera.
Yeah. But I mean, who were they taken by? Were these Venatori guys or?
Yeah, so Venatori, last time I bumped into one, they didn't really like, barbarians so much. I mean, they're very cultured, very distinguished kind of people, So maybe the pirate things seems a little bit more towards what I would think the Venatori would mingle with. Like, barbarians don't usually get along with Venatori.
You know a lot to be a dwarf.
I travel. I'm a smuggler. That's what I do.
It's what I do, yeah? Everything is legal in New Jersey.
Yeah.
Oh, bless. God bless you.
Thank
Bless. Keth starts getting some replacement parts of armor. In fact, he stops when he observes a bundle of cobwebs in the corner and goes over and starts drawing the cobwebs out. Alessio is, "Hey, what are you doing, Master Keth? You don't want to go in there. It's just a bunch of just wastes. I have no idea what any of that stuff is." He pulls out a rather mangled helmet. Turns around. It's a very old looking Grey Warden helm. We're gonna find the others. We can't do this alone.
The others. Who are the others? Are there more of you guys?
Yeah, we have some missing ones. Leclerc, the apothecary.
Yeah, Lady Esmias told me something about. That's the Grey Warden, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you guys have a Grey Warden?
Technically speaking, we got two. Got a bloody bear as well. I hope that bear got all right.
A bear?
Yeah.
We have a bear who's past the joining. Someone got very drunk and tried it on a bear.
That's interesting. I would like to meet this bear.
He's interesting conversation. There's a loud bang back the way you came, and the indistinguishable sound of a magical seal being shattered. And
Do you
then,
have?
baby,
I think we gotta go.
baby.
Do you have an exit? That's not that way.
Maybe, but I need to prepare it. You see, Keth.
Prepare
Right.
You
Give me a
better
moment.
hurry.
Was the exit? Are there any other exits from here?
There's one down the road, down here, down this pathway, but there are many locks to stop all the creatures from coming in, so I need to unlock them.
Alright, I'm just thinking of placing a glyph of paralyzation behind us.
That might be a good idea.
Well, if he runs up ahead and unlocks all of the doors, and we try to slow it down, bottleneck it or whatever, I mean that will work, right? Then we can just, powerhouse through once he's done unlocking the doors.
I hope so.
How much time do you need?
A minute?
Let's get working on it. Keth turns around and looks at Alessio. How much time do you need? I suppose I need a few minutes. He looks at the rest of you. Let's start getting some payback, eh?
Yes.
And then he draws his blade, and that's where we're going to leave it.
What?
Yep, it's 5 past.
Yeah, it's 5
Oh,
past
wow.
10.
I know.
Oh my
But
lord!
still!
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god!
I just realised I never got to describe my character.
No, you didn't.
Everyone's seen the picture. Everyone's got an idea of it.
If you haven't seen pictures of the characters, they are up on our Instagram and on our Facebook and on our Twitter. Easier to find on Instagram though.
Hey guys, welcome back.
Yeah.
But yeah, Lazarus is not very tall. He's quite short and he's quite on the chubby side. He gets out of breath really, really quickly when he runs.
Oh.
And
He's not a physical
no.
person.
So it's a wonder he kept up and Keth not.
Yo.
Oh, barely. He
Yo.
barely kept up. I rolled really, really high.
Did Kevin
That's
get
the only
distracted by a
reason.
fucking butterfly or something and run the other way
I
around?
believe he thought he saw the Grey Warden bear,
He thought he saw a pussycat.
but it turned out to be a bear from another adventure.
Or maybe he's just a little bit distracted because he's, I don't know, possessed by Estra, or that his consciousness is bleeding over into Valeth or vice versa. That could be distracting.
Do you want to know what it is?
Yes.
Soulmate.
We're very curious.
Yeah, you're gonna have to wait until next time.
Actually,
Next time is, and I'm gonna say this because I wanted to do this. As we end the episode, Keth is gonna remark, "I truly hope the others are having a better time than we are," because next week we're gonna find out how they're doing.
So that means Valeth and Firil and Thann.
Yes.
Yay!
And, this one over here.
Firil and Thann. Oh my!
Don't tell him. Don't tell him.
No, I'm not going to tell him.
All right.
Tonya has a very special character in mind, and it is amazing.
Yeah. So people are saying, "Woo! What? Whoop! Thanks, guys."
Any
And
questions?
what does that mean? When will next episode be?
We've already pre-planned in 2 weeks. We're now doing it twice a month.
Yeah.
Instead of just once a month.
We've been doing that the whole last season too. So.
Yeah, but that
We're
was
gonna
mostly
remain awesome.
lucky.
We're going to be remaining awesome.
Yeah.
So
So
2
it's
weeks.
2 weeks on Friday.
Yeah.
We're going to be right back here. Finding out what happened to Valeth, what happened to Firil, what happened to Thann the man.
Yeah.
And finding out what
The horny
special
not
character
one.
Tonya's got for us. Thank you for joining us. Does anyone have any last remaining comments to put out?
Last words.
I would just like to say that this was fun.
Yes.
And it's interesting to be playing another character.
You did well as Jarvia. It's a completely different character to
I
play
know!
as Valeth, right?
She's so adorable.
I
love her.
I worked so hard to not make her Valeth.
Yeah.
And I was very nervous about bleeding over into being Valeth because I'm so used to it whenever we're in this setting. So, but I think it went
I
fairly well.
was shocked at how honourable and almost pacifistic that this
Adelina.
killing machine is over here.
Yeah. Bless her.
I know
love
what you've
her.
done with your character. Warriors are
Yes.
killing machines.
Mm.
See, rogues are like very stealthy and stabby, but warriors are like armored 10. Jeez.
Yeah, so, and also the audience, if you have any questions or anything, send us messages on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter. We will do our best to answer them if we can. And we hope you enjoyed the episode. Please leave us a thumbs up on YouTube if you liked it.
We've already been accepted at that con.
Yes, we will be at a con. We'll be actually at 2 cons this fall, most likely.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most likely.
Most likely.
Oh yeah, because I'm not gonna.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Cool.
So yeah, it will be announced soon. Hopefully, we just don't have the permission to do it yet. But
Yeah.
keep your eyes out.
Yep.
Yes,
Yep.
that was pretty much it.
What? No love for Lazarus. Oh, no bother.
Hey, feel free to write any fan fiction you like. I'm kidding.
What?
Just kidding.
We loved you, Bother. And each of your characters. Thank you.
Both.
Both of them
but
was adorable.
both.
All of them were adorable. I think. I'm really
I
excited
didn't
about
get
the
to play-
direction.
Yeah, I didn't get the chance to play as long since you
No.
guys went in earlier, but it was fun anyway.
You know what? I literally used 1/3 of this.
Of course you did.
Of course, that's how it always happens. I shouldn't bother trying to predict movement anymore.
No,
No.
just roll with the punches.
I tend to, usually when people write modules, they do it in like a linear fashion. Don't do that. Do nodes. Nodes are much easier. You just have points of interest, and then they'll try and avoid them and go for something else. Oh, bunny rabbit! Jesus. Looking forward to this website being developed. By the way,
Yes.
there's some good stuff going on there.
Yes.
Anyways, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this, or this is a podcast, remember you can always support us and tell us we're actually worth
Listening
something
to.
and worth listening to.
Yeah.
By liking, subscribing, and all that stuff. You know the drill.
Invite your friends to marathons.
Yeah. or purchase merch from our merch store, or supporting us on Coffee, whatever you like. Just
Also, if you support Riorai's idea for a wedding episode at some point, you need to voice your interest or it never happened.
she needs 10 people to comment in that thread to get her wedding episode. If not, it's not going to happen.
Yeah, it's true. I'm not going to do it unless that happens, because I'm a big. Also, did anyone else notice that there were missing cats?
Missing cats?
Yeah, there are like 2 missing cats.
Oh
there
yeah,
as well.
Eep and Chicken weren't there. No, DuPont and Chicken actually.
You guys really.
You didn't specify which DuPont died.
The one with 2 legs.
Yeah.
Not 4. That'd be really weird,
And-
wouldn't it? That'd be like, ha,
And
plot
no
twist.
snout and no pull.
Plot
Because
twist, you just had a funeral for a cat.
so there's no, actually,
Yeah, same.
no one actually stopped to
She says, I
check the
need
body.
3 more.
Three.
Theodai.
Yeah.
3 more likes.
3 more likes or and yes
3 more,
comments.
she shouts.
What if she uses 3 of those 100 fate points that she has? Would that count?
Oh.
Why are you the one who's always negotiating these things?
It's Firil coming out.
It is. Your Firil is showing. I have to admit though, I liked you, Warrior.
Yeah.
I like
I
it
like
because
Adelina too.
She's so different from Keth,
Yeah.
and she's so different from a lot of the warriors I've seen in use. She holds true to her ideals.
She's like a paladin.
Oh, she's just
Almost.
completely different to some of it.
That's rude.
It's so rude. I'm sorry. I'm just trolling. But you know what I mean. It's this type of character is so far different from Firil, and Firil's your spirit animal. You know what I'm saying?
Firil is my inner self. She is what I would do if I didn't have, you know, a conscience.
Or an aversion to shits and insides.
Yeah.
I keep telling you know. What's it? Riori was doing lots of One Piece art for all the characters.
Yeah.
She recently showed us a picture of Keth and Valeth in matching Nug. Matching Nug onesies. I still can't wait for the demon bear onesie that Valeth is. Sorry, not Valeth,
Firil,
that Firil is
yeah.
actually coming out of the ass of, instead of the the head.
It
it's
would
actually
be
the ass.
very cool with a demon bear kigurumi for Firil.
You know, CFR has done a artwork of that.
Really?
Mhm. Yeah, she posted it in the fan group.
I really
That was hilarious.
drop in
Yeah.
that.
Not a kigurumi, but like Firil
Yeah.
coming out of a demon bear's ass.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I have actually
Doing this.
What was that?
I've actually made a t-shirt design based off the butt
Yeah, the butt exit.
Excellent stage butt.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's too late now.
Too late.
Yeah, but
She's-
those will be coming eventually too. New designs will be popping up in the store.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Ryura says, I seriously have no idea how many points I have anymore. I can use them because I draw way too much.
You're a god.
Yeah.
You are actually the person who can basically say, "No, Rick," and I'd be like, "Yes, boss." That's the thing. That's how many points you have now.
Yeah.
Boss Gaffy.
I have a list. I have a tally of who has how many points per now. So
Now, 20 newbies, by the way. Fake points are those things, the way that you guys at home can actually interact and really make things easier for the players, or harder, if you want. You won't though, because you never do. Where you can actually allow people rerolls and such by giving them a fake point to play with preemptively, or at that point when it matters. To get them, you basically do anything that's really cool, like doing artwork or helping us out with promotions, anything like that, anything you think of. And yeah, makes my life hell. Can't get anything done. How am I going to kill these guys with that?
Liana sent a drawing of Gaffy talking to Alessio, who has a bucket on
No,
his
it's
head.
Cat.
No, it's Cat.
Well, it was Cat, but she's drawn Alessio because he's not in armor. So I think
Okay.
got it confused a bit. But it was Cat with the bucket. But
I'm going to
it's
say headcanon, it's cat.
yeah.
Just because I can.
It is, yeah. But anyway,
is
it's
Alessio.
magical. Thank you.
Oh god, that bucket.
That's so cute.
That was just like, I want to punch you in the mouth. Nuh-uh. Clunk.
Oh, Lucha Gemma said, "How dare YouTube won't let me comment because she's posted too much in the chat, so it's put her on a time ban. She can't."
Oh, for you, the chat is over.
Oh, that's amazing.
I think
Okay.
that's our cue.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you all for watching.
Yeah, watch this space.
And
Yeah.
yeah.
We'll see you next Friday. Not next Friday, but the next Friday we're playing.
Yes,
See you in
in
2 weeks.
See you soon. Bye.
And now
I need to pee.
And that one is coming home from its vacation.
No.
Yeah.
But the cats were just getting used to it. They stopped trying to have sex with